How we all doing tonight? Are we ready for possibly the end of side order? As we only have 2 pallets left. One of them, we already know what it is. It's the heavy splatling. That's our final one we have before we unlock our actual last pallet, 8th pallet. So this could be the end tonight. We don't really have much left, so we'll see how long this is going to take. Hopefully not terribly long, but we'll find out. Let's go ahead and jump into the game to get things started. So, because we only have 2 pallets left, I don't know how this is going to go when it comes to overall difficulty because of how well we're already decked out. And I was thinking over how I want to handle the final pallet, but I think just for the sake of getting a move on, because we've been playing this for a while, I'm gonna just play things how I've been playing it now, and then change things with a hard mode run, like down the road, or we'll try like after we clear all the pallets. Because I do want to do a hackless run at some point, but for now, let's prioritize finishing all the main runs, and I can go from there with difficulty spikes. But for now, let's go ahead and just deck ourselves out, because I'm gonna try just to finish this all up as soon as possible. And we can upgrade our armor, but the reason why I've been hanging off on that is because I don't get that many armor drops. 2 seems to really be likely. Armor recovery going to 4 seconds. We'll want that. Make it much easier for us to keep on moving. Armor speed, it can only go up to 0.9. I'm surprised it won't be like a full 1. But we're still slightly slower, but not by much. And from this point, I'm probably going to leave things alone outside of floor reset, because there's nothing else I can really afford. That is it. Alright, so let's get this show on the road. So our last run was with the charger. So at this point, we literally only have like the last thing in the listing too, which was actually kind of funny how that worked out. Because I've been kind of picking things in a whatever order. It's been like throwing a dart at a dartboard. No real specific ordering. I just been kind of playing whatever I felt like, and then just letting fate take the wheel with randomizer 6. So at this point, give me a moment here, I'm just working on something. All right, there we go. One of my programs weren't open for whatever reason. That was fun. All right, so for this, we're favoring drone and support ships. So we're gonna see a lot of those probably appear. I don't know how likely we're gonna build out our heavy splatling without just those specific ship types, but we'll see. Give me hang out a minute, listen to music. I'm sorry, but I gotta get a move on. I've been here long enough to hear the music. It sounds good, and we got a gold pearl. So, starting things off, mid-fire charge. That's a new one. Splatling exclusives, that's probably why. Allows you to begin a new splatling charge for the previous depleted. So, I can essentially become a Nautilus slash ballpoint splatling with this. More ballpoint, I guess, because Nautilus, I could also swim in my ink with a charge, and I can't do that with this thing yet. I'm going to say yet, because I wouldn't be surprised to give you charge hold. If they do, you know what I'm wanting to do. Okay, so no jumping. That's not really a problem. Did I get the first try? Let's go! No jumping. No trouble. That actually was faster than the last time I got the one shot. That is shocking, because it's the same thing. I immediately put a vending machine. Are you serious? No. Too soon. Sprinkler, knockback. Ooh, by 200 though. It's a rigorous, but I think that's worth it. And it's a bonus too, so this could be something really good. It really just depends, because it could just be a color chip thing. And if it's a color chip, then eh. Make my life easier, at least. And sure enough, it is. Mobility. Ooh, that's actually really good for splatling. It's also interesting we have Booyah Bomb specifically for this. I gotta be very careful. Use it here. don't know how well Splash Wall is going to work for us. We might as well put it down. The answer is not at all, because it didn't do anything to help me. I'm going to see a trend with the wall, aren't I? The thing I'm worried about is this mode is not really tailored towards standing still much. Things can easily go around you, so I don't know how Splash Wall is going to work. I've heard it's one of the worst subs in this because of just how the mode works. Dude, we get a lot of bonuses. Flash Radius, Turf Lucky Chain, Can't Special. I'm going to just go with the bonus, because I'll get me some money. Or more color chips, but money. We'll see. Hey, Matt. How you doing? Don't use sup. It's a wall. I'm good. That's literally no difficulty change. Might as well just booyah it. Challenge, don't use your splash wall. So just play normally? Gotcha. Alright, that was easy. Doing alright, that's good to hear. I'm doing alright myself, thanks for asking. Another vending machine? I don't want these vending machines so soon. Another bonus and a double. Man, we're getting some really good luck to start. All the good stuff. And it's a color bonus. Lucky chip. Ooh. Kind of what we were working towards anyways because of the pearl chip. Feels like it's taking a lot more ink to use the Splatling than normal, because this is like a handful of charges in, I'm already down. Like close to the bottom of my pack. I'll pretty much paint the zone too. And now with the portal stopped, give me a freebie. Yeah, that was really good. Just having those portals stop when they did stop was actually really good. Alright, now this I expected to be a vending machine, because that's a guaranteed one. Sticky, but I think I'm going to just go right to the vending, though. Because I'm not going to see much of a use for Splash Wall. I've heard that this is just a bad special for the mode. I'm kind of seeing it, or not special, sub, excuse me. I'm kind of seeing it myself. I kind of want to swap it. Mine's not much better for this. I didn't mean to hit B. I'm not going to want to change up Booyah Bomb, though. I kind of like Booyah Bomb. So we're going to keep that. Killer Whale's okay, but I'd rather keep this. Ink recovery rate, swim speed up. It's pretty good. I'm especially going to want the ink recovery. I'll do one swim, because I can't afford much else. No bomb, though. That's the whole reason why we came here, so I guess I'm stuck with wall. Alright, now we're in business. Even though we literally did nothing. Don't know about you, but I'm getting sick of seeing gelatin faces. Gelatins were supposed to be like tower staff, but Order modified them to be this instead. My original design for them was a lot cuter. I don't know. These ones are pretty grody. Yeah, I wish you two could see the way they were meant to be. It'd be love at first sight. I don't think they agree with that one, Marina. Just saying. Ink saver main or bombs? Man, that's... Oh, ink attack size? Dude, this is like, what do I do? These are all good. I want all three of these. If anything, the bombs are like a random chance. Ink save main would be nice, but I think ink attack size is probably the best idea. I'm gonna go with this. Anytime you had a good use for Splash Wall with the zone missions, when they went enemies went hallway. Yeah, okay, I can see that working. Yeah, the maps are a little too wide open for Wall to work all that well here. It's not like in single player where you only have, well, not single player, multiplayer, excuse me, where you have a lot more going on to a point where wall actually kind of works. There's too many paths. There's just too many paths for the enemies here. Like, normally in the multiplayer, you put down a wall because you can do a 1v1, like, in front of you. But here, it's a 1v100, so it doesn't really work. They'll destroy the wall instantly. I can see why it's only really on this weapon, though. It kind of makes sense for this and, like, Charger. Okay, now I have a choice. I'm gonna go Ink Saver main. So it's a good thing we skipped that last floor, because now we'll get to take advantage of it here. And we have tower, so we'll have some range, and it's easy tower. Oh, it's this one again. This one's fun. I think this is gonna work. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. They were lined up right next to each other, so I figured that's probably work. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Yeah, can special, burst bomb, charge. None of these are great. If I had to pick one, I would probably say the burst bomb. So I'll go with this. I kind of want more of the things from my gun, though. Like, that'd be nice. I want to do the charge thing here. If I could become a Nautilus because of upgrades, I'm taking the chance. I don't know how I like that weapon, because it's just a fun Splatling. Don't you just love having the power at your fingertips at all times? On drop off. Nope, it missed. Really hoping I could have just whacked the balloon fish from a distance. Alright, so far pretty simple. Turf Lucky, Lucky Chain Window, and a Burst Bomb again. Alright, so nothing very special. If anything, I probably should do Turf Lucky Chain, because this gun is going to be turfing a lot. Splatlings are one of the best guns for turfing, so I might as well. It's like 3 points. I don't know if that's gonna help. I'm just gonna put the wall down. I say when there's no one here, so maybe it won't. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a problem. Here, I'll get every last pixel of the zone. No pixel left unpainted. There's nothing I can do now. There's no one here. I might as well just take a nap. Alright, so layered rotator, let's do this. Shouldn't be too bad to fight this guy because of our range thing. Oh good, one of the faces right here. And it's already down, see? No problem. There's another one. I don't think I can reach it from here because it's been turned. So I'm gonna try to cut it off. Got it. Alright, I don't think I can do that again though. It's a little too high. I might barely be able to clip from here, I don't know. Oh, hang on. Yes. But barely. I'm doing like chip damage. So Booyah Bomb, come into play. Yeah, I can just kill it from now. Like from here. I can just kill it now. Get out of here. I didn't even need to really do anything else. Surprising. Seriously, I feel like this boss could be one of the easiest, maybe even the easiest boss in your run, depending on your weapon. If you have a short range, it's probably one of the hardest. If it's not like a Splatling, Charger, Tri-Stinger, that thing is a joke. There's really nothing you gotta worry about there. And I swear, we get this specific thing of text almost every run. I've seen this so many times. Alright, vending machine, homing shots. I kinda wanna do that because of how ludicrous that was getting before, but how useful are homing really for Splatling? I don't know about that one. I'm half tempted to go vending now. I'm gonna do it. If I can get something better than a splash wall, then it'd be good. Not mines this time, please. Optic mirror match, pretty easy. Yeah, no, that is still also one of the easiest ones, too. No matter what weapon you have, to be fair. Sure, I'll do one more. And I just pretty much spent all my money on one specific set of chips, so... no bomb again. Well, we have another vending machine coming at 15, so don't feel bad. Do it again with the homing shot? They really want me to have homing shots. And it's a double, so I might as well try it. And it's a bonus, so... win, win, and win. Trying to get the rest of the gear in the shop. Yeah, there's a lot to still do after you finish all the pallets. In terms of like how I'm doing this for stream stuff, I'm probably not going to do all that on stream because that's just too much. After I get all the stuff done, like story related, that's where we usually call these kind of runs anyway, so these kind of games. But I can imagine there's still going to be a lot of cleanup I'll be doing, so a lot more runs after I'm done with the final pallet. But I do want to try a hackless run. That will give me a lot of pearls. As long as I complete it, that is. Because if I don't complete it, I get 0 pearls. So, I don't know. I don't know how bad that's going to be. And I do want to do monochrome runs, too. Like, where I just go for that one specific color chip. By doing that kind of a run, I'll also get those badges for multiplayer. But all that's like a time may tell thing. Because they're just very grindy. 100% wise with this game, like getting every single thing is very grindy. That's kind of the problem. And I don't just mean this like DLC, I mean Splatoon 3 as a whole. Much as I love the game, it does have a grindy issue. Like there's so many things you have to just do so much to grind out. It's a little much to ask for in the player. It's a little too much of a time sink, I feel, in some cases. Hackless run tonight. I mean, I probably will be trying it, yes. Now, a matter of, are we going to actually win one? That one's up for the debate. These guys really are not a problem when you're on their same layer. I might as well grab it. There's 2 of them. Dude, the homing is so busted. Because I'm nowhere near the target, and I'm seeing my shot just zip straight over in a hard bend. Like, when I first saw that chip, I thought nothing of it. Because the homing you got in the beginning is an absolute waste. There's barely anything different. But then you get like 2 or 3 chips in, and it's so good. Like, on a lot of guns, it might not be useful, but for the guns that I'm using here, like the long-range guns, it's really, really helpful. I don't know what I would say my favorite chip type is, honestly, after playing all these different runs. Because there's just so many good ones, but it depends on your weapon for which ones are good and which ones are situational. That Charger run, man, though. That Charger run from last time was amazing. That was probably my favorite run. Because it's just so ludicrously powerful. Like, look, I'm not even aiming over on the right, but I'm hitting all the enemies over there instead. Just because of how good the homing is. Not good for Sprinkler or Splash Ball. To be fair, Splash Ball, maybe. Just kind of depends because of the enemies. Sprinkler, you're right, though. Sprinklers are one of the best subs for this. Like, unironically, it's a really good sub for this specific game mode. It's because of how no one just shoots it immediately. Sprinkler is not great in multiplayer because it gets taken down so fast, but in single player, it's really good. Just because the enemies let it go. Toxic, missed. No thanks. I'll do a piercing. I'll do only 2 of these. I don't want to keep on spending on chips. Kraken. I feel like I'm just gonna become the heavy splatling deco. Cause isn't it Splash Ball and Kraken? I gotta look that up. I think it is. I almost typed heavy edit splatling for that, which would have been wrong. A whole different thing. Yeah, no, it's point sensor. If I found a point sensor, but what would that do in this mode? Like, really, there's a reason why we haven't seen it. I'm not going to do anything else, I guess, at this point. I'm just going to get the pearls and get out of here. I did now just commit myself to whoever's next, because I don't have anything to re-roll. You know it's so cheap. Mind gauge. Okay, maybe I kind of regret doing that, because I would like to have things re-rolled, honestly. I'll do the Splat Drone charge. That's more beneficial than the other one. The other charge was moving a point per movement. Sometimes they're not going to move. 30 points per enemy feels like it's going to just give me more. Get destroyed. Even though I missed my Booyah Bomb, that was still devastating for that portal. I got barely missed, too. I think I've just threw it off the ledge by like a couple pixels. Ink Saver main and Ink Attack size. I'm gonna go with the Ink Attack. Like, Ink Saver main, excuse me, not Ink Attack size. At this point, we're starting to get to that law of diminishing returns on its size. Well, Ink Saver main is really useful because Splatlings take up a good amount of ink. Mainly the Hydra. Like, Hydra's pretty much just like an ink guzzler. But this isn't based on that, it felt like. This felt like normal heavy Splatling just going into it. Maybe slightly slower at most. And like a little more ink hungry, but not by much. I'm sorry, you blinked? What happened? It's done. That's what happened. I didn't even need the Booyah. I was like, is it faster to shoot this at this point than use Booyah? The answer is yes. Because that worked beautifully. Alright, Squid Attack for this weapon's not good at all. Increase the number of shots fired from a single charge with a Splatling? You know I gotta go for this. This is exclusive to the weapon, so I haven't gotten this chip yet, for one. But I wonder how it works. Oh, it's a color bonus round. Power color chip. There we go. Now, see, right now I don't really feel all that different, but that's because Splatling already was pretty powerful. Oh, I barely missed that timing. Oh, thanks, Pearl. Just got appeared on my feet. Might as well do this. Didn't really matter, but I might as well just booyah the area in case. You love when you clear hard floors, matter of seconds. Big parallel from when we first started this adventure. Because that didn't happen at all. I mean, it took us 2 full streams to really get to the actual ending. So, it says a lot. Come a long way with the hacks. And that's why we gotta do a hack list at some point, because it take away the easy stuff. Make it hard again. Back in my day, side order was not easy at all. It kicked you while you're down. Good time for that drop, Pearl. Thank you very much. I could probably get no Booyah Bomb now because of that drop. Now I'm gonna hit this enemy here with a Booyah. Don't have to worry about it at all. And there you go. Kill an enemy before we ended it. Perfect. It's kind of hard to really speedrun the Splat Zone floors just because you gotta wait on an internal timer. There's only so much you can do besides keep the zone painted at all times. Alright, let's do the ball. I feel like the ball is probably the hardest boss from this, but to be fair at this point, we're decked out enough. I think we can be okay. But it's floor 20 version, so it's gonna be more aggressive. There we go. See, this one I'm not as worried about this one. It's just because of all the damage we can do with this weapon. Our heavy Splatling is decked out on damage power, just by existing. Might as well grab the armor just for safety. That should probably take off the second part of the shield. Okay, barely not. There goes its inner armor. We're really not letting this thing have any chances. And there you go. See, it didn't even get to do its like charge spin. Like, that was no problem at all with Splatling. I'm not surprised so far. The Splatling run is pretty simple, because Splatling is like one of the most powerhouse weapons in Splatoon as it is. So of course I'm shredding HP. Gotta say, make this look easy. You don't get nerves fighting those things. They're a pain, but not really scary. Fighting Marina in that first tower is way scarier. What? Really? Obviously. One of you are stuck that way forever. Never going back to normal. I was scared. Oh, Parley. Lines like this, 8. I'm glad you're here. It's just like it breaks up the love circle here. Alright, lucky chains. Probably better just to go to the vending machine. Hopefully we finally got a bomb here. Finally. Suction's not the best bomb, but I'll take it. Main distance, saving sub. Now I'll want that. Because of suction. Just being so ink hungry. We're gonna just get 3 of them so we can have a lot of suctions. Distance damage. So that is 5 more chips remaining. So if I play my cards right, we'll have a full pallet by the end by just doing the missions. I want to be careful now. Special charge, ink, damage. I'll do special charge. Now, where'd the last one run off to? Oh, I heard it. Oh, it's up here with me. Ink save remain. Shot spread reduction. Ooh, and it's a double but a rigorous. Might as well, because even though it's dangerous, 60%, that's pretty good. Although Splatlings don't have much of a shot issue when you jump, so I don't know if this was the best idea. But it's a double chip. Lights out. That's honestly not a problem when I can see the tower path lit up like a Christmas tree. I think we're good. Talk about a lot of chaos. Yeah, really, the light thing didn't matter. Because of the tower specifically, that was like the best floor to get a lights out challenge. Because yeah, I agree, they're really not that big of a problem. The worst part about the lights out probably is more for like specific floors. I feel for splat zones it might be bad. Alright, we're gonna do a range. I don't have many slots left, so I gotta make this count. I literally have one more slot left, so I gotta play this carefully. I feel like we've gotten this tower run specifically, like this specific tower floor, almost every run for like 5 runs now. Like we've seen this specific setup so many times at this point. Done. Didn't have to worry. Like, seriously, these floors now are like a nothing burger. There's like nothing wrong here. Alright, what's my last ship gonna be? Should I take the vending machine or should I just take one of these? I think I'll just take the vending. There's a better chance I'm gonna get something here I might want instead. And these are kind of bad. And these chips won't help at all. Maybe the range at most, but nah. Alright, get something else. Knockback, pearls. Toxic Mist is a no for me. Killer Whale, there we go. That's my final chip. I'll do Fizzy, that's just better. Flat out, that is just better what I got. Alright, one more reroll. Just so I could see. Alright, so instead of Fizzy, we could have had Burst. I am fine with this. I didn't need to do that reroll. I just did that because what did we miss on? I have to know. We're clear. You two are making good progress. Setting more color chips should help you keep up. About that act. I'm not doing that anymore. Speaking of color chips, gathering info about the ones you set in the color chip collection. Okay, we got this text before. Seeing the elevator, we're pressing the minus button. Oh snap, what kind of juicy deets you got for us? Check out every now and then, 8. Yeah, because I can just do this at any time, and I can see all my stuff here. Which I can even get the pearls now, too, which I didn't know I could get the pearls now. But I'm only missing one lucky chip. What am I missing? I imagine we gotta find it during our run of 8 palette. Elusive boulder, pinning mark, gold. Okay, so we do get the tags, too. But that's all the bosses now. We have all their specific tags. So it's just these 4 enemies. 9, 40, 43, and 9. I should be getting the tower and the spawner here soon. Alright, so now I just pick based on what I feel like. I'm gonna go with this one because of the bonus. In case we do need the points. We might as well go for the points. Don't move and swim form. Okay, that's not that bad. Now I said I'm gonna be getting the tower one soon. Oh, apparently that's gonna be very soon, because they're just giving me nothing but tower enemies to fight. And this will finish off the last portal, and there's another tower enemy. Holy crap, we're just about ready to fill out that log. If they said don't move, like walking, that would have been worse, because that's a Splatling's like big thing. Which I'm actually shocked we didn't get any run speed chips to show up at all. I'm just going for the pearls at this point. I don't care. It's risky. I want them 5 pearls. Better than 1 or 3. Oh, I just realized which one this is, though. I don't like this zone map. This one really doesn't work that well for me. I just gotta keep up with the enemies here at the spawner. The rest of it isn't really that big of a deal, just taking care of the specific sprinkler enemies. Take care of those guys, it'll be fine. That wasn't enough? Seriously? That's why I wanted Fizzy. I'll definitely take it over. See, again, the problem with this one are the enemies that are glorified sprinkler for this. When you get rid of those ones, it's not that bad. If I knew that was going to be the case, I would have went for this side. How? How is that? Oh, it's the other one, that's why. I thought they took over the zone. I literally just took over myself. I wouldn't be surprised. But no, it wasn't that. It just so confused me how fast that happened. I thought it was the same zone. Alright, do I want to chance the danger? Look at that payout. Both in terms of the money and in terms of the pearls. This is like a worst case scenario. Eh, why not? You only live three times because you got 3 lives. Might as well try it. It's a portal one. If this was a zones map, I don't think I would want to do this. Because zones would be really bad. Alright, so this is just enemy ink. I can deal with this. These floors tend to become easier the more portals are gone. I'm gonna want to focus on getting rid of these portals like right away. Yeah, I have an idea. See what I mean? Just get rid of the portals immediately and it's easy. Forehead. It's just so dumb. But the strategy there is just be good. There isn't really a strategy. Well, needless to say, I think I can go to a vending machine right now and be okay. But why? Just keep on going into the deep end, baby. There's really no reason to go to a vending machine now. I'm pretty content with what we have. And I can't get any more chips, so what's the point? I'm not going there for a shop to speed for points. Or for chips. That went through the grating? I didn't think that would work. Kind of shocked it did. Does that work in actual multiplayer maps? I need to test that. Because I didn't expect the Booyah Ball to go through metal gratings like this. Like what? We're gonna do it again. Just go straight through it. I need to test that. I don't think that works the same in multiplayer. I think that's just a side order thing. Because I think I've tried that before and it just didn't work for me. Yeah, buying pearls at a vending machine, while a decent idea, it just doesn't really make as much sense. That small us really ain't down with letting us reconfigure the pallets. Yeah, it's weird. Our mission here doesn't even have anything to do with it. How comes it keeps getting in our way? Does it want payback that bad? Yo, Act, let us in on the joke. Don't ask me, ask Smolusk. Yeah, good point. Why would Act know about it? Like, they're just here. I don't know any better. Like, look, man, I just got sucked into this. Like, literally, I'm just like, I'm here. I didn't choose to be. I just kind of got, like, pulled into a portal. Smolusk, what gives? Why do you gotta be so... Oh, you're here! Again? Okay, time for us to fight, and if you win, you have my permission to reconfigure your palette. It seems kinda pleased with itself. I guess we're fighting again? Round whatever. Let's go, 8. Yeah, round 11. With a guy who just feels content, I guess, at this point. Double fizzy. Sorry, I meant to say quad fizzy. 5 fizzy. Still wrong. And you wonder why they nerfed Last Ditch Effort for the multiplayer. That right there is why. Because you did that Last Ditch Effort. Double Fizzy Bomb was very common with that ability until they got nerfed. And then when he had a special, it might as well have been quad. I thought for a second the jumps destroyed themselves. Where's this thing going? God, this sucker's on a mission. Oh, Stingray. Oh god, this is a mistake. That's why we upgraded the armor thing specifically. It's not for anything else, because of Stingray. Because Stingray is terrible. Seriously, biggest threat here right now is just Stingray alone, because honestly, that is why we almost got that life takeaway. Not the run, just the life. Stingray, man. Ugh. Whew, one more reconfigured palette on the books. So, are you leaving so soon? Easy there. That wasn't the last palette we need to reconfigure. You'll see us again. Better hope not. I'll definitely win next time. I can't wait to. Never mind. Forget it and go. Okay, fine. See, I hit a nerve there by doing absolutely nothing. Oh, there you go. One more palette left to clear, as now that was our 11th one. And this unlocks the final palette. A fast one, too, at 22 minutes. 311 pearls. Good chunk of pearls. Pretty good. I wonder what's in the other lockers, though. Probably more pearls. Order Splatling replica. Now we can use that in the multiplayer. Gotta admit, this place is growing on me. But that colorful Ingopolis Square vibe still has it beat. Does she know it's in sunset mode right now? I don't think she knows. 100 pearls, that's a lot. And a banner, and that one's of Act. Neat. And our last one, the final palette. 8's palette. There it is, 8's palette. Interesting look on it, though. It actually has like an extra piece to it with the little, like, bracelet. Now locker turned into 8's palette? I did not expect that. Kind of weird that your palette was the lockers themselves 8, Unfortunately, you also unlock the server maintenance. 8, what are you doing? Come on, 8. You put us into purgatory. But this is the last one, yeah? Alright, well, we will deal with purgatory because of that. We'll just reconfigure it, and then we're done here, and then we can play multiplayer again, I think. Wait. Something's odd about your palette, 8. Seems a bit resistant to hacking. In fact, the more hacks you have active, the fewer color chips you can set. I thought it was a wrench into the usual plan. I like it. Alright, 8. First check with Marina, see if you can live without any of those hacks. Then we'll get your palette to the top of the spire, no sweat. What you're telling me is I should do a hackless run now. Great. Just what I want to hear. Alright, there's the tower one. I told you we were going to get another one of these soon enough, and there it was. The tower. Reconfiguring the palettes causing the multiplayer to go under server maintenance. I know, how dare I? Gonna put it back. I mean, this is expected because Splatfest starts tomorrow. I mean, we can tell because of the Splatfest vibes. And we have new Splatfest songs coming into the game. Literally, they're coming into the game, like tonight. That's what the server maintenance is. It's the update that add the songs into the game that aren't here yet. We kind of expected this at some point, because the code isn't here yet. But we know what the songs are. There we go, new palette cleared, so there is our Splatling. There is our said, wait. Oh, I was gonna say, wait, is that a sticker? Hang on. No, it's not a sticker. I was gonna be really confused. And here's our tags. Alright, now for the Splatling. This one here is based on the normal heavy Splatling, so this one's Sprinkler and Wavebreaker. I think out of the two of them, I think this one's supposed to be the one people prefer more. I actually held down the button thinking I had the charge hold thing again, because I just kind of got used to it. But this is the one that you just see a little more use of compared to the one with Kraken. Not to say the one with Kraken's bad, but it's a lot more situational in comparison to using this one. It feels like it's more like for every mode. And then a little palette. Oh yeah, also it's daily time, because it is 8. Might as well do this before I'm not allowed to. Should be a banner? Yes, ooh, that's an interesting banner. I kind of like that one. Alright, let's see what's in the shops, and then we're gonna go back the side order one more time. Also, we need to read the description. I keep on forgetting to do that every time. Let's see what Smolix says now about the heavy Splatling's owner. Alright, nothing else there. Just a couple shirts, some shoes, a hat. And put my shell drone out for work once again, and then we're going back. And I guess while we're doing all this, I can prepare the phone to show off what we got, like image-wise this time for this palette. Since we just connected to the multiplayer servers, it's good we finished this when we did, because I won't be able to do a check-in on the app. When the servers are down, I won't be able to do this. So if I finished my run, I would have been sitting here waiting a hot minute. I think it's only going to be like 15 minutes. And then the game gets an update in the background. Alright, so for what we get here, let's take a look. So now we cleared the one here for Splatling, which should be at the very bottom. So here's DJ Octavia's palette. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Is it just an enemy rush? Yeah, look at all the gelatins. That's what this one is. It's just all the different enemies in the game. Which, to be fair, on this version of the shot, the vertical version, you don't really get a full scale of what you're dealing with. It just looks like a cluttered mess of enemies coming out of a portal. Here, on the other hand, when you have it in a 4x3 mode, you can see a lot more. This is going to probably break things, but yeah, I just kind of want to make it a little bit bigger. It does kind of break my layout a little bit, but this is okay. Like, you can feel more of a threat when you're looking at this compared to the vertical. That's neat. You get like all the enemies in one shot. I'm very surprised that Octavia was the one that had this in some fashion. He's the one that leads an army after all, and here's an army. Alright. Well, let's see what you say about DJ Octavia, Smollusk. What? This is a big shot Altarian. He seems to spend most of his time these days flying around in his brand new robot. But there's no time to be gliding, Wasabi. The happiness of all Octokind depends on you. Pull yourself together. Dude. I almost want to read that as magnificent, but it's not that. The match's weight of order doesn't pray favorites. Not even for big shots. I sentence him to punishment. I think he's supposed to try to say, like, management? I don't know. When are you doing ooh voice for every blind man? Some of your words just become non-English. I'm sorry. I literally can't read that. Alright, well, final palette. 8's palette, but this one's resistant to hacks. Max number of color chips we can have right now is 6. Ooh, power and mobility, though. So, what happens if we give ourselves some more chips? Mind you, this would be a bad idea based on what we're about to do. But I just want to see. I might as well do stuff like this. At this point, now it doesn't matter what I'm doing for the hacks. But I can see, every time I'm upgrading, I can see the max color chip thing change. Dude, I'm off by 50, like 15? No, 25. I can math. I should have held off one of those upgrades. I might as well actually not do that. Okay, so how about this? For the gimmick of this weapon, I think we should give it like one good honest attempt, maybe two at most. We should try Hackless. Unfortunately, this is what I gotta do for it. It's gonna take a hot minute. Give me a moment. But the idea here is if 8's palette causes you to only get a set number of color chips per hack being active, let's turn them all off and see what changes. I wish there was a global toggle, because this sucks. Like, there's no way to make this faster. Also, that number has not changed. Oh, finally, now it did. It's as soon as I turn off vending machine. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, I gotta keep risky reward on. That's the one hack I don't touch. So now you have the full 36. But the gimmick of this is that the fewer hacks I have, the more pearls that I get for clearing the spire. But I don't get anything if I fail. So here's hoping. Oh man. I do have enough though, pearl-wise, that if we fail early on, I should be okay. So what I'm gonna do for this run is I'm gonna be careful. We're gonna focus on some of the easier stuff once we get to around floor 20 up. So we're not gonna overdo it. Skip floor. Hang on, that's new. Is that 8 palette exclusive? Wasn't expecting that. All right, sure. So I have to take these floors. I can't just re-roll and try again. Whatever I get here, I'm stuck with. So I'm gonna do hindrance to start. Alright, so because you're the one that played this before, Matt, was that skip floor there just for the palette specifically? Or is this something that I just activated because of my hack thing? I feel like that's probably just there for 8's palette. Also, I don't want to change my loadout. I was correct when I thought this, but triple splashdown, splat bomb, yeah, this is a very Splatoon 2 kit, so I'm not shocked. This just made sense in my head. No, I didn't want to go down. It's there for other palettes too? Okay. It's the first time I've seen it. Could just be because of my hack orders now, I guess, too. Or because I just have this one unlocked. I don't know. But either way, we got it. So I'll make use of it if needed. Hopefully we won't need to be skipping some floors. But if we do, that's at least one way out now that we don't have the reroll option. Drone whale, lucky chain, rush knockback. I think it's best to go with the killer whale. Early on like this is really good. Because then we can work on giving it some buffs. Also, because of my hack setup, I don't know what's coming up boss-wise this time. So we won't know what we're fighting until we're there on that set floor. So now it feels like the good old days. And by good old days, I mean like 1 month ago when this came out. Because it actually has already been a full month. It's kind of hard to believe. Time's kind of flown by on that front. Like, it feels weird that it's like, the March is like barely a thing now. Like, we got only another like 2 weeks at most. Feels like the month just started. How did that not hit the portal? Armor, drone, Inksaber, sub. Inksaber sub. I think that's the best case. So what does skip floor do? Did you ever use that option, Matt? Does it just literally go to the next floor? You get nothing out of it, but it's just a freebie. I feel like there's gotta be a penalty. I just don't want to try it unless we need to. Of course. I thought that was a special one, but I think like every time we've come here, I've done that. Oh god. Great start. This is a great start. I gotta remember, I don't have the easier gelatins on right now, so these guys are very aggressive. They also have a lot more HP. Okay, you haven't tried it. How many hacks did you go in for 8's pallet then? Six. So you still had a lot of hacks then, from what I'm hearing. So I guess that, if that's the case, you probably still have the hack on that lets you just re-roll the floor. So that's just a thing to be unlocked. So I'm getting an idea how this works now. Yeah, harder you manage to do it. In some ways, I don't know what's harder. Hackless or only having 6 ships? Because both sound really bad when you think about it. I do feel like one of the things I really want to go for is item drops from Pearl, because that would be really helpful. Perfect. I can't believe that worked. That was a really weird shot. How did that go way off the map? Hang on, I can do this. Yeah, they went and knocked it off. Let's go. I was wondering how that would work. Because he saw me as like, oh no, this guy's gonna run. It's all the fist more than anything else. All right, vending machine time. I don't know if I want to take it. I gotta remember I don't have guaranteed vending machines anymore on the 5 floors. But I don't want to change my palette, so I gotta be remembering that. It's like I want to keep the bomb and the splashdowns. Like this is ultra hard mode for what I'm doing. This is more just for Pearl at this point. I think I'm only going to do 2 of these at most. I don't think anything past 200% is needed. So if we see this option again, I'm probably not going to take it. Ooh, it's a color chip saturation. Lucky chip. Yeah, I love seeing the words of checkpoint appear when I literally cannot use that. Like, it's not gonna matter this run at all to have checkpoints because needless to say, I don't have lives. So checkpoints don't matter. There's like a projector color chip shot. None of these sound good to me. Then I have a hack for you. Wait, what do you mean you turned it off? You know how many months I worked on that? You suck. Splash damage or ink damage? Oh man, this is a hard one. These are both really good. 5 points might not sound like a lot, but it can add up. I think I'd rather do splash though. Because if we're gonna use bombs, that could really help. Man, this is a hard one. I'm gonna go for it. 5% up on your attacking power. I don't know how useful it's gonna be right now. Later floors, I might want that, but right now I think I'm gonna go with this. Dude, I gotta really like weigh out each decision now. With having no hacks active, every decision is going to be crucial. Dude, why can't it get on the rail? Thank you. I was half tempted to do that above the ledge for the joke, but I also don't want to die immediately. Because I will. Alright, there's another vending machine. I might actually just take it, because these options aren't great. Turf Lucky Chain is probably the best thing here, but I'd rather do vending. Now, I can't re-roll vending machines either, so what we get here, I gotta hope is good. We won't have any other options. Explosion knockback. That's pretty good. But unfortunately, I don't have discounts anymore, so every upgrade is going to cost so much. So now these bonuses are even more crucial. We might just use vending machines as a breather floor going forward. Dude, again? Are you kidding me? That's the second vending. I don't know. I kind of want this, but I kind of don't. Only because 1 to 2% is still nothing. I think I'd rather do hindrance. Also, I just noticed that's a dev diary entry. But we're done with Marina. They should just have like extra entries. So like, hang on, I forgot to give you this page. There we go. Easy enough when you bait around the enemies. Now, that's in the early stages. I'm worried about when we get past floor 20. Because that's when those zones maps are really, really challenging. Oh god, here comes our first garbage floor. Everything here is bad. Both in terms of rewards, I mean, they're not terrible, but in terms of difficulty, they are. I'll go with ink attack size. That's the best thing here, and it won't kill me. God. Seeing that immediately just gave me a fright. Oh, there goes my armor. I gotta do this just to survive. Good. We're good. We're good. See, first scary floor already. It's like, oh boy, we're at 9. It's only 9. And now it's just a hard floor. They're gonna get worse on later levels. Next one would be tough. Are you kidding? You just see what I went through. I already had a mid-heart attack. Alright, don't know what we're dealing with. Let's find out. So it's the spear guy. Okay. This is actually good to get early on, because if we're gonna get this guy, I'd rather have, oh god. I'd rather have him be on floor 10 than floor 20. I gotta push him into one of the bumpers though. I need to get his armor off. It's not gonna work all that easily though. He's a big boss. You might have to do it for me. Man, he went flying. Like, holy crap, he's still not on the ground. He went real high up. Nope. Smack me in the face, why don't you? There you go. I chipped off his armor pieces, so now I got to do more damage. Do this. And a good smackdown coming in. There we go. Needed an armor off again, though. There we go. Perfect. Where'd he go? Dude, every time I get close to him. Perfect. Now that's kind of why I want to try Splashdown, because that did a lot more than I expected. But Splashdown is a good thing, I think, for this mode, when enemies, for the most part, are ground level. So it does kind of work as a panic button. Or at least to see you both okay. Nice moves. I shouldn't be surprised. And unlock. Remember this feeling? So keep climbing it. What was that entry we got? Because it didn't even tell me. I'll find out later. Ink coverage is a bonus. Vending machine. I'm doing it. I don't know if there's any gonna be good at the vending machine, and I don't want to swap my weapons loadout, so do this instead. Can't get past 6 on Hackless. I mean, it's hard. I'm having a struggle, as we're seeing. So I don't blame you for having problems. Oh, come on. The one I weakened had to fall off, of course. It couldn't have been the other one. It couldn't have been the one I didn't do anything to yet. Get rid of one portal. That's less of a threat now. Oh, that's not going to work now. Also, of all of our not jump floors, this is one of our better ones that we could have gotten. Oh, it's not gonna work, is it? Actually, kind of did. I jumped once because I didn't think I would have enough clearance on the trampoline. So I could have done that whole thing without jumping. Actually, it wasn't really bad. Special charge, drone gauge, main piercing. I'm gonna go with this, even though piercing would have been probably good too. I think this is important early on, because more splashdowns the better. Don't use specials? Are you serious? The one I can get some special charge, you just give me that handicap. It's like every time we get to use a thing, we're not allowed to use that said thing. Very consistent. But thankfully, this one doesn't matter. Now, I'm gonna do this. Perfect. Spraying the floor here and there means that no matter what path that little gelatin went, he's stuck in my ink. So in front of him, behind him is a good call. Special didn't matter for that. Okay, explosion, knockback, ink damage. Now I'll do this. I think the other ones won't be as impactful as this over time. But ink damage is really important right now. So it's a good thing I did the trade-off when I did. Alright, this is a portal mission. I didn't mean to fall, but I guess we're here now. This is what I wanted to do. Good, that's what I want. That is why I figured 2 bombs and a splashdown would instantly destroy the portal. Good call. See, you gotta know how much damage you're doing with your weapons. Knowing how your kit works is crucial. Not just for this mode, but in general. Alright, poison, splash damage. I think I might just want the vending machine now. This will be a breather floor, but also we could get something here that we might want. Because those 2 chips, I don't feel them. Piercing, kill a whale. See? This piece drop, I'll go with this. We'll do another one of these. And then we'll buy a pearl and leave. So now I do have a higher chance of getting discs, which I wasn't going to go for normally, but if it's here at a vending machine, now it makes a little more sense to go for it. Alright, we're gonna want squid attack, because that will give us a little bit of insurance now. If we're pinned against a wall, we can squid attack out of there. But mind you, I'm trying not to rely on squid rolling as much because I keep on having this problem of I'm in enemy ink by like a pixel, I don't know it, and now I can't roll. So you don't want to over rely on using the roll. That's not what I want. Might as well do this. Then I'll get the can special. Good luck trying to shoot down that splashdown. Alright, we got this one on lock at this point. Perfect. A little scary at one point, but nothing we couldn't handle. Endurance, main firing speed. Ooh. Main ink coverage. Also not bad, but firing speed, that's really good. Because in some cases, we don't shoot fast enough, that could get us killed. So having a buff on speed is really helpful. Yeah, look at how much we're doing now because of the speed difference. What the heck was that? Oh! Yes, local hospital. I just had a heart attack. Please help. Oh my god, dude, seriously. What was that? That almost got me killed. That was such a weird, like, zip motion because the enemy tried to kill me the frame I got in the ink rail and it didn't know what to do. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Legitimately, I actually feel pain there now. It just, like, hit me hard. Just breathe. Breathe. Oh, my God. That was something. I'm gonna go with ink damage. The pain of almost losing your run hits hard on the heart. Get out of there. This is why we inked up the side of the wall. It's our insurance. Oh my god. Oh, okay, good. Just toxic mist. I was a little worried. It's like, I'm not back yet from my health. If that's a bomb, I'm dead. Oh man, I was like, that. Now we're starting to have the heart problems. This set of floors, we're now starting to run into the problem of, yeah, buddy, I'm gonna kill you. We're gonna kill you good. God, it's like every time I turn around, there's something about ready to murder me. At least I got a little bit of a breather with these little suckers. Oh, I didn't actually kill it. And now it's gone. Just gonna do this. You're not gonna go anywhere. When they're down here, these little creatures can't go anywhere else. I don't like this. Like, at all. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so, first run dead. And that's the problem there, unfortunately. The floors. This is what I expect to happen at some point, because the floors matter really bad. On a linear floor like that, there's only so much we can do. And unfortunately, we got 0 pearls out of that. Because there's nothing you get from doing these kind of runs. So, round 2! Let's go! That's unfortunate, because how long was that run? That was 27 minutes, and we failed. So, these runs, like, they get long. So, when you fail them, they be punishing. Problem is, I don't know the floors. If I knew the floor, I would have skipped it. But I don't know what the floor is. Until I'm there, I'm like, oh, it says, oh. And then that's when the heart attacks happen. Because you don't know until you're there. In that situation, I thought it was going to be simple, but you get overwhelmed, it's not simple. Alright, so I guess we can have a death count. Do I even have it on this? No, I don't even have this on this setup, so I can't even do it. Alright, well, just keep that internally in your head. That's one. To be fair, our setup wasn't that great. So hopefully we can get something better. Also, this is deja vu. We were literally just here on floor 1. Last run. Like, wasn't this the exact same thing before? Oh, that also didn't go through. Of course it did. No, don't you. Okay, I guess we're going down. Problem with the 8-ball is that it's a little unwieldy. There are no more enemies to deal with now, means I should be able to actually direct this thing correctly. So, ideally, I should probably have open, like, the wiki for Splatoon, to have the list of floors. Because if I see the layout, I'm like, oh no, not that one. And skip it. Because if I know the floor is going to be bad, then that could be a good thing going forward. I'm going to go with distance shot. The only thing is, I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of like the idea of being surprised like this. So I'm going to continue doing it how I have been, as stupid as that might be. Oh man, look at all them pooping bombs. So many bombs. Actually worse that time than when we were here before. Also, are we getting like the exact same floors each time? Because very deja vu again. It keeps on happening. We're going to do ink coverage. If I see a rigorous, I'm immediately just getting the heck out. I don't think I want to do rigorous floors, especially after floor 20. We're the sprinkler guy and we're good. Alright, so there's gonna be a lot more concentration, I feel, on some of these floors, so I'll apologize if it goes silent. But I really gotta think on some of these. Oh man, main piercing or squid attack. Oh. All for helpful. I'm gonna go with squid attack. That might have helped me survive for like one more second maybe last time, but that's it. Like realistically, squid attack wouldn't have saved me there, like at all. In case you might have thought, man, maybe your squid attack would have been fine. No, no, squid attack there, I just didn't have the chance. It wouldn't have saved me, not with the enemies I was dealing with. It's good for small fry enemies, so that's why it's good early on like this. Alright, this one won't be as bad to get the ball in. The one on the top floor is a pain. I know these are infinity balls, but I can't stop calling it the 8-ball. It's just 8-ball to me because of Splatoon's Octo expansion. I'm just too used to it at this point. Max Lucky Chain going up would be good. Especially because there's more likely for drops. And it's a bonus too, so 2 for 1. It could be something good for like payout bonus wise, so we might want this. And I do get pearls, so even though I fail to run and get no pearls from the hack thing, I do, on the other hand, get to keep these. So no special weapon for this floor shouldn't be that bad. In theory. I also will want to get some like ink efficiency stuff on this because I feel like I'm running out of ink very fast. Like faster than normal. Which that's another problem I'm having too. So more special charge would be great because then I can use that for an ink refill. And then just ink efficiency stuff to kind of fix the rest of it. See, that's what I was talking about before. I'm stuck in like a pixel of ink and I can't squid roll. I'm trying to rely on it less. Because I've been noticing, no matter if it's single player, multiplayer, Samurott, you name it, I keep on getting killed because I'm trying to squid roll and I can't because I'm stuck on something. And because of that, then I die. Oh, also story time. Let me think. There was a time that she talked to nobody about excavators for 2 hours straight. Oh, for real? Wow, Rena. I can't believe how short your speeches used to be. 2 hours, that's short. I was a younger, less experienced nerd. Nowadays, I feel confident in my ability to fully convey the joys of excavators accurately and in painstakingly. I think we're ready for the next floor 8. Dude, of course. Like, that's the best thing to have, but it's on the worst floor. It's early on. I'm gonna try it. Rigorous is not a thing I should be saying. I should do this when I have no hacks to help me get out of here. But early on, the floors aren't as hard. So I have some lenience. Not much, but some. I'm gonna lose the floor on the other side, I think. I'm losing this one. And there are the other ones, yep. Might as well just splash down it. Because that'll pretty much cover it all anyways. That was awkward, but that kind of worked. What the? Why did I pop out? I didn't jump. Why did I pop out? That was weird. I might have got hit by like a pixel of ink and the game thought I jumped because of it. Perfect. Just got over here in time. All right, secure this, and we're good. See, that's why early on I think that was a good idea, but I can see how that's just not going to work later. That was not a good floor. So if that's like above floor 20, that would be way too hard. So I got to be careful. Main firing speed, gimme. Now I could look at the other one. Well, to be fair, I did. It just wasn't as good as this. And then this one again, top zone. Oh, don't glide. That kind of sucks right now. That would have been perfect. This was not a gliding challenge. Shouldn't be too bad, though, because I think I know how to get around the gliding problem. Just use the ink rail. And we're good. They're not going to paint the zone anymore because I'm down here. So they want to focus on me instead. Look at how fast they move. Yes, I know server maintenance is at 9. Go away. I know. Love when they got to keep on telling you the thing that doesn't matter right now because I'm in single player. None of these are great. None of these are great at all. Homing shot might be the best, but even then, I feel like for us, like a standard splatter shot, no. I think I'm gonna go with just a mobile charge instead. Getting a lot of the zone map so out of the way, because yeah, another zone map. Now remember, on the right is an ink pack, on the left is what we actually want, the special charge. See, when you see me randomly jump like that on a squid form, that's me trying to squid surge. And I just can't do it. So that's why I'm trying to not rely on it as much, because I'm having a lot of those situations happen. Where it's just not a great idea to use it. And by trying to use it, it puts me into danger. Let's throw that for insurance, but we're good. I gotta do more sub-strengthing. Sub-strengthing, I think, is still better than squid surge and squid roll. Well, it's better than squid roll specifically. Squid surge just barely does anything in this game, sadly. Ink saver main. Okay, I want that. I saw that poison ink rigorous. No, thank you. Like, surge in this is very situational. Even on maps with walls, it just depends. A lot of times you're just better climbing the wall normally and then just kind of poking your head up. It's like a cool mechanic. It just feels like very underutilized in this game, especially in the first year. Oh my god. The first year was terrible for Squid Surge because there was like no maps that had walls. I think it's best in single player, honestly. Squid Roll has its purpose in like every mode, but in multiplayer, Squid Surge is barely useful. Alright, what do we get this time? Last time, it was the ball guy, which honestly was probably one of the best things we could have got here. Later, that's going to be bad. He spits so many bombs in later phases. And this time, looks like it's the clones. Oh man, I'm sad that this is here. Because this would be better as Floor 20's version. They're harder, but this is the easiest one of the three in Floor 20. So now I gotta deal with the ball or the rotator for Floor 20. I like how I said this is the easiest one. I keep on having my armor knocked off. Like it's really loving to prove me wrong, I guess. I was a little worried about that slosher. Not gonna lie. Make that look easy. I almost died how many times, Act? Quiet. Also, we literally got this text earlier tonight. This is a repeat that didn't even wait to become a repeat again. Alright, vending machine, drone killer, whale, or drone shard. I'm gonna go vending. It's the safe bet. These things are not great. And if I have a skip floor button and a vending machine, they're both the same, except one actually gives me goodies. So we're gonna take the goodies. Explosion knockback, perfect. I'm gonna buy 2 of these and 1 thing of pearls to go. Alright, hopefully we get some good stuff here. Ink recover rate, distance, turf lucky chain. I'm gonna go with the ink recover rate. That's more important right now. As much as the lucky chain would be good, we don't have anything that really takes advantage of it yet. Like having the max lucky chain being upped. Or like lucky bomb drops. I don't know where that's gonna go. Okay, it's here with me. Good. Gonna do that thing again. Same exact setups we had last time, so. Spray both areas, and there you go. Alright, main coverage, lucky chain window. See, now we're starting to get something that's a little more useful for that, but main in coverage, I think is gonna be the better thing. We'll go with this. Getting closer to where our last run ended. Because we didn't even get the 420, so we didn't get to the second boss. Oh my gosh, they just flew everywhere. Well, my plan's gonna change now for this 8-ball. Hardcore change, I didn't even want to go this way either. Oh my gosh, I keep on wanting to fling the enemies towards me. Stop that. I got my insurance policy. We'll use it now. You go away. Alright, we're good. It's like hard to mind my own business when a fish just like flies halfway across the map and then lands in front of my face. It's like, what am I supposed to do about that? Poison ink, I'm gonna go with this. It's a danger floor, but it's a normal danger floor. I think we'll be okay. It's just the one zone, good. No drone. That's not the end of the world. This is just the one I'm worried about, like, floor-wise, though. Because this floor, specifically, is what killed us last time. Oh, there he goes. Didn't have to worry about the fish after all. Good timing for this can drop. Dear God, I was in a bad spot. Alright, good. That can came in clutch, because I think if that enemy did get its attack out on me, I would have been in the danger zone. Alright, Splat Ink Recovery, Poison Ink, Drone Charge. I'm gonna do this one. Splat Ink Recovery is pretty good. Like, I want to keep my ink tank as filled as possible, because then I don't have to worry about being in my squid form to just get out of the way for a second to refill. Less downtime is great. Also, if we didn't land up here, this would be really difficult, by the way. Because I don't have the trick to jump straight up from falling to the pit. Because that hack is off. So, landing up here immediately is the play. I don't have to worry about these enemies. I can just take them out immediately. It's really just the bomb guys for the most part. Some sprinklers here and there, but it's mainly bombs. Just gotta keep on going back and forth, and then we're pretty much set. They can't do anything now. It's not enough time. They didn't get a single lick of paint on the zone itself. I got close to it, but not on the zone. Seriously, if I didn't go up there, I think that would have been really difficult. So it's a good thing I experimented last run. Alright, Poison Ink, Hindrance, Special Charge. Oh, it's a danger, though. Crap. This is the best option, but it's a danger. Hard danger, I think I can handle. I just hope that's not famous last words, because it's Splat Zones. Splat Zone is the worst one, I feel, when you get in the harder difficulties. It's the hardest challenge. No drone again? Okay, that's not bad. Because this is not a drone situation. Oh, crap. There goes my armor. What? Hello? Freaking downtown. I was nowhere near that bomb. That's the whole reason why I was running. Because I knew it was coming, but I was nowhere near it. How did that still clip my body? God, dude, I just got screwed from dumb happenstances. Oh my God. All right, death number 2. See, we're gonna continue doing this until I get to a point where I'm just like, yeah, all right. Maybe we shouldn't. And then I'll just like up the hacks a bit. Mainly, like, I'll probably keep it hackless, but like put on the lives or something. I'm just mad about that. What hit me specifically is beyond me there. That bomb was like, it's like over here. Like where my hand is. You can't see my hand. This is where the bomb was. Got words of encouragement? Don't die. I'm just bitter, man. Why? That shouldn't have failed. I really shouldn't have failed. Well, maybe now we'll get a better boss for floor 10, because if we can get the clones later, that's better. We don't want clones early. Because then that means we get rid of one of our easier bosses. I'm also making this harder on myself for not changing out 8's setup with the bomb and splashdown. The splashdown is a splashdown. Like, it's always going to get you in bad situations. So I got to be careful with the special. No point getting the armor. We're literally right here. Alright, what's next? Let's see. Rush, armor, max lucky chain. None of these are good. Like right now. None of these are good right now. I guess if anything, max lucky chain is my best thing, because armor drop only by a 0.5% is literally nothing. So we'll do this. So, you know, I'm going to keep on going through the motions. I guess at this point we should probably have some random talk of other things, right? It's like, how we all doing tonight? As I would in chat, enjoying yourselves, enjoying watching the suffering. And usually have noticed in my view counts that the answer is yes whenever I do these kind of things. I missed. I was trying to get the floor in front of it. Did they all go the same path? Oh, it did. Wow, okay. I don't know where the second one went, but I know where the... Oh, no, they're both next to each other again. They keep on doing that. Alright, well, that made that easier. I still feel like I got a smudge on these glasses. Oh, I definitely do. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna see all these things. Man. As of late, these things have not been getting cleaned correctly. Like, I don't know why. Probably my rags need to be cleaned. I cleaned this, like, last week. Explosion, ink save, armor drop, but that's a rigorous. Ink saver subs my best case. This should be good enough. I'm gonna keep the rack here instead of putting it back. think this is probably gonna be an Arcane special, right? No, it's an ink refill. Might as well do that. Now another bomb. One more for good measure. I'm almost off the edge. Oh god, the portal itself almost killed me. Thank you, Pearl. Oh god. Imagine if I fell before that portal got destroyed. If that was a no drone mission, I would have died. Guaranteed. I would have guaranteed died. Doing this. Portal's not very useful. Like, portal. The vending machine's not useful. I'm dwelling on the portal thing. Vending machine's not useful right now. We got one coming up on floor 5. So if we want to take a break, we can do it there. Alright, you know drill on this one. I check up here when I see the sprinkler fish, and then we just go back down below. And that's the mission. Like, this is one of the easiest Splat Zone ones because of how far away the zone is from the enemies. So I can keep them down here for as long as I want. By just going back and forth, then they'll never really have a chance. Express delivery! Dude, I love the idea of the special. It's just I really wish that it had more armor to it. In fact, it has less armor going into this game, it feels like. Shot spread reduction. Drone chart. Oh, man. That's kind of good, but this is better. As much as I would have loved the vending machine right now, this is better. We're going to do it. Shot spread reduction is, at least in my opinion, almost like a must for this weapon. Give up hackless. No, we're still doing it. I still have nothing to my name. We got 2 deaths on our hands, that's all. I love how I say that because it's gonna be worse later. We know it. Might as well just use the bomb again. Because no more enemies. We killed them all, so we're good. Because, like, if this is literally my last palette, I might as well try hackless for a while. Due to the gimmick of it. And then we'll put on hacks. Oh my god, why? None of these are going to be safe. Oh, and the worst one is here. That's a portal at least, but... God, this is going to kill me. Vending always guaranteed in 5? At least I imagine so, yes. Because without the hack on, it's still here. I thought it was always guaranteed, at least floor 5. Now, you gotta wait for those fish to go. And now I'll go. We're gonna do that exact same thing again. In fact, it's worse for these ones because they have a longer trip to get to this. And then we leave just to be safe. That one you gotta play patiently. That wasn't bad. Like, it was a rigorous one, but it really wasn't that hard. And it kind of felt like a normal one, honestly. Alright, there's another vending machine. Interesting. But ink saver main and a lucky chain window. Ooh. I kind of want ink saver main. And it's a bonus. Because I'm stupid and I'm not changing my stuff. Vending machines aren't as useful. This is the ultimate hackless mode, by the way. Okay, screw off here. This bonus I don't give 2 craps about. This is one I literally cannot deal with. And we're not using vending machines much. The points don't matter nearly as much as they used to. Dude, it was almost dead. Got it. Now, where's the other one? I see it. I'm gonna get 60 bonus points. At least I got something. Yeah, honestly, there's sometimes the bonuses are not worth it because it's the payouts that matter later, I feel, with how expensive things get. But right now, like, I have so much built up, it does not matter. We're going for this, by the way. Swim speed is my best option. 1 shot spread reduction is enough. 2 of them, helpful, not gonna be as big of a deal. But swim speed will get me out of danger faster. And it's a color bonus, support. And that's a nice whiff. Is he? Nope. I thought he was gonna fall off. Sadly, no. Will this even work? Yes, perfect. That time they didn't see the fists coming. Last time they did. So I was worried. Alright, squid attack, knockback, ink saver sub. Dude, why are like all the good ones locked behind the rigorous challenges right now? I want to do this because this is more important than squid attack. Squid attack's only really useful early on with the small enemies. Bigger enemies, they don't really get affected as much. And that could show up later. Knockback is more useful now. This is why we went for that swim speed, by the way. There's already a lot of danger here. That swim speed pretty much saved my life. If we get a little bit more later, we might even want to take another buff. I think 2 would be enough at most. Because this almost feels like a main of it, for multiplayer sake. Alright, what's our boss this time? So we got ball, clones. The only thing left is rotator, and I feel the game's just gonna do it. Give me all 3 bosses on floor 10, why don't you? Nope, ball again. Alright, this is fine. The rotator is dangerous on floor 20, but I'd rather have this now than on floor 20. Why do I keep on flying for that? That bounce just saved your life, sir. Alright, there you go. Wow, that was some knockback. And he ran into that little bumper himself, so that worked for my sake. Dude, every time he smacks me to the next cop. Oh, he did again. Okay, that's not actually helpful right now. This is the shockwaves specifically. I don't want him doing the shockwaves. Oh god, not the mosh pit, no! Of all the ways I could have died, you're telling me it's because I feel like I just got thrown to a pinball table and someone just picked up the table and started to shake it as violently as possible. Because that was like the most luck-based way to die. I literally got slammed into every worst outcome. If he sent me over maybe like a couple feet the other direction, any of those directions, mind you, I would have been fine. But no, he sent me straight into like 10 enemies. All right, death number 3. Yeah, I really don't like pinball in that moment. You're not wrong. That is what that really amounted to. It's just like freaking eight ball. I'm 8 ball. Oh god. Now it has a whole other meaning. It has a whole other meaning now, and I don't like it. Killer whale piercing, can special. I'm doing this. When we get to 10 o'clock, I'm gonna have to start putting on the hacks. So we got like another hour of this. So I want to finish this game tonight. And this is literally all we have left. It's not like I'm playing the multiplayer mode right now. It's under maintenance. Which means to unlock the palette into multiplayer, I'm gonna have to probably quit the game and update it. Because if it's under maintenance right now, it's probably almost done. If not already done. I'm gonna have to update my game just to connect online. Which is gonna limit me getting my reward. Which is kind of funny. Dude, no. We're not biting at this early. Where's it going? Please go this way. Of course, you missed the one, and that's the one that's trying to kill me. It might be a mistake. Yeah, it was. That actually made the 8 ball get out of the hole. Why is it so dark? What the heck? Who turned off the light in the elevator? Why is it so dark all of a sudden? What the heck happened? This is a first. I'm gonna do the lucky chain. But I'm wondering, what? Marina, did you program a bug in this elevator specifically when you were making this said virtual reality where the light bulb can just burn out? That's a weird bug. Oddly specific. That ride rail really doesn't do much. Might as well do it again. It still doesn't do much. Ink bottle, ink damage, turf. I'm gonna do the damage, best thing for now. I don't think I've done tower here on this map yet. I might have once, I just don't remember this layout at all. In ways, I'm also worried about this one showing up on later floors, just because there's a lot more situations where you have to deal with the enemies in this one. So early on, these are probably good to pick, too. If anything, as weird as it sounds, portals are one of the easier ones to get later on, just because portals themselves you can bait enemies here and there, and the less portals active, less enemies. Easiest are still the running guys, I would feel, though. Like, that alone is one of the things you definitely want to go for on hard floors. Like, if I had the difficulty, I would say from, like, easiest to hardest, it's the running enemies. It's a toss-up between the tower and the portals. I think it just depends on how you're playing it. I would say tower, then portals, realistically. And then the hardest is splat zones, just flat out. Because there's just so much more you gotta deal with in splat zones. And it really depends on the map if you can bait the enemies. At least that's just how I'm feeling right now, and that might even change because I'm doing this hackless. Hackless, like certain easy ones are now harder. I like how in the beginning of the stream, like, oh, I'm gonna just do this normally, and then I found out the gimmick of 8's thing being hack related. It's like, oh, I guess I could do hackless, and that was like the worst decision of my life. Main firing speed or squid attack, but I want to do this because it's double. I'll shoot really fast, going up to 133%. Yeah, that's really good. Really good fire rate. If I play my cards right, this could be the chip setup we want. So far, it's already looking really promising. No! Oh my god, no! I could have saved it, but I also would have died. It wouldn't have mattered. Because I just thought, wait, if I pop that portal, I'm still gonna fall in the hole. So I'm out that hole. This is a promising run. Oh, foot! Meat mouth. Oh. God. Literally, every time I talk, why do I speak? Why? Whoops, we must have slipped. Oh, shut up. Shut up. No, it's because I spoke. Sorry, Marina. I'll just zip it next time. Seriously, I've noticed that's a trend. It's like the moment I open my mouth, then that happens. So, about the this is the run situation. Let's try again. Because it won't. It was not the run. Inksaver sub. Probably didn't need to splash down then, because I didn't realize the tower was going to move. Main firing speed. Let's try this again. This time, without falling into the pit. Like, I got really unlucky, because I just got shoved when I was trying to hit that top, which in hindsight, probably shouldn't have went for the top. That's my bad. Thought it would be a good idea. It was not a good idea. Please don't knock that out. Please don't knock that out. Please don't knock that out. Why'd you knock it out? Well, I asked you for one thing. One thing. God, I'm already starting to lose my mind. Who knew this first playthrough was also going to encapsulate a challenge run of all things? Did not expect to have like a handicap mode in this game. They knew what they were doing. Oh, it's this one. This one's weird. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not getting that guy now. I need these to be in, like, better spots. Yeah, there you go. One's down. If it stops, yeah, then I can hit it again. All right, perfect spot. I can do this one more time. Like, this one's just weird. You have to use the tops because there's no way you're going to use anything else. So I actually just don't like inking the sponges for that reason. And I can actually see the enemy better. Which is ironic we got that on a main range challenge. Like, literally, what is that useful for there besides looking pretty? Because we didn't even shoot our gun outside of one time. And it was close range, it didn't matter. Alright, color saturation, lucky color chip. Why are you hopping? You're not the hopping enemy. Disc, special, ink recovery. I'm doing special charge. Safest yet best option. Do top. You realize this was the top floor. Okay, that's why we had armor. Well, good news, we just passed our previous run. Doesn't take much. Welcome back, give yourself a second. Yeah. Oh, it's a sales pitch time. Floor reset. What do you mean you turned that off, you dumb idiot? Sound wave and Max Lucky are really bad. No, Max main piercing, please. Thank you. I'll find use for it. Here about my hacks, it could be useful. Cool. Like, stop trying to sell me something. Alright, ink recovery, coverage, poison. I kind of want to do this. As much as like the spread of my shot would have been better, like paint wise, I don't think it's going to be as useful. Did I say steamroller or stream roller? I think it was stream roller because of, you know, they just like going with that terminology. After how the last challenge went, I kind of figured as much. I think it would have made more sense as full steam ahead instead of full stream ahead. The typo I actually kind of liked more. Oh, did you get to play any more of that yesterday, Matt? I know you tried us on Tuesday. You know, I got like maybe 1 or 2 games of the token. Where'd it go? Same spot as last time. Oh, you lost all your matches. Oh, that's unfortunate. At least you tried again, though. Why is it way over there? I didn't even hit the thing with the splashdown. Like, now I gotta go in the corner. There's no way I'm pushing it otherwise, and this is what's dangerous. Of course. Why do I use splashdown next to an 8-ball? That's just bad. Don't do it. I mean, really, you're not missing much when you don't get the token, just because since we're in Splatfest season, we're getting the extra shells anyways. Dude, what happened to the light bulb again? Why does the light bulb keep on dying? Oh, come off of it. No. No. Yeah, as much as I want it. Is it even worth doing right now? Shot spread on the main weapon isn't as much of a problem in single player. I'm gonna just go with this. Yeah, no, because we're in Splatfest season, you're better off probably just getting your catalog up because of actual conch shells. 1 token is not gonna really mean as much, I feel. But at least you tried. I guess now while I'm making the rounds again, I can talk about that, because that starts tomorrow, technically. Are we excited for Splatfest? But more importantly, as your viewers' sake, are you excited for another multi-stream? We got another event, so we got another 2-parter. Be streaming both on Twitch and YouTube, just like last time. For Big Run, specifically, we're gonna do that again for Splatfest. So for people who wanted to see this stuff on YouTube side, you get to see it again. I just won't be able to use the fancy version of OBS I'm using now for the enhanced broadcast, because I think it works a little bit better now with Restream plugins, but it's still, maybe don't do that. So that's the only real thing I gotta remember. Use the other program, because that one actually has all the stuff I need. Which actually I had to reset up. It's only because of certain things changing on the back end for my side of things. Let's just say when OBS updated to the new version, but the Twitch enhanced broadcast version didn't, it kind of messed up some of my settings. For at least the live stream profiles. How'd the other one get away? That's what I thought. Alright, let's do it. What boss do we have this time? This is our 4th one here, so it's technically our 5th run, but our 4th time getting to floor 10. And this is where we ate it last time, that we got this far. Oh, it's Rotator. Okay, this is actually pretty okay. Rotator is an interesting fight, and I feel like on floor 20 this might be a little too much. I'm gonna have to take out each and every single hit though, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to reach this thing too high up. I might be able to skip some. Dude, all the things! Listen to that! Look at all the items. Don't like this. Don't like this. I literally cannot see that stingray because I have to move. That was close. Every time we've gotten into our pinch state, we've died. So that's the first time that hasn't happened. I might not actually need to take down their head. I might be able to reach it from here. course. Pinch state. That'll take it out of the pinch state at least. I didn't need to take down the other head, but that's just better safe than sorry. There you go. Finally. Progression again. Jump! Vending machine, ink saver, main, explosion, knockback. I'm doing this. Right now, we're still not in that state where we need vending, so... I'm keeping my stuff like an idiot. Gotta keep on stressing that in case someone comes in and like, why is he not changing his setup? He should probably do that. It's like, because I'm stupid. But it's like a self-imposed challenge at this point, besides the hackless stuff. I wasn't even paying attention to what our saturation was. It really doesn't matter. Okay, it's it's a lot of special charge, so it's stuff about my kit. That explained a lot. Since it's all my splashdown instantly activated, I got the idea, even after missing it. Rush attack, recovery drone. Do this. Getting more decked out. I gotta keep up the pace on that for my gun. Make me stronger, better, more agile. Those are the things I need. No drone on 8-ball mission? I can deal with this. Okay, that one going down to bottom floor now. I might even actually go into the, yeah, it's going into the hole. Right, come on. Come on. Now. No, of course. The wild card is the 8-ball in these missions. I just gotta push him back. There we go. It's like, I'm trying to push it straight down, but then it just barely hits the slope and rolls down. So that could have ended poorly. 8-ball missions are like, I forgot to rank these when I was talking about them earlier on difficulty, because these really just depend on the floor. They're easy or kind of difficult, depending on your hack and your floor. One of the easier ones, I would say, I guess, too. But it's just, I don't know, man. The runners, 8-ball, tower, portal, spot zone. I think that's the actual ranking. Now that I remember 8-ball exists. Subject to change depending on hack listing. Good luck. That's what I love about Splashdown getting its buff in this game, getting the 2 fists, because you can use it on a high platform and the fists go below. It's like its best attribute. These are both good. I'm gonna go with this one though. Oh, that was a hard decision. As much as Killer Whale would help, this helps more long term. Killer Whale is more situational because of the drone charge. 500 points is a lot. You don't get that much. Where the heck do I even begin for this one? This way? This way. Everyone get the sent to space. Bending swim speed on a danger. And drone splat. I'm gonna do it swim speed. I need things now that are safe, and vending machines are gonna be good to take later. No drone on 8-ball. This is gonna be a little more dangerous. I think that's just enough, yes. Thankfully, it's just the tops. So I'm not gonna get overloaded by enemies. I can deal with just one type. And they pause after they do their little attacks. Did that overshoot? Oh, come on. Well, I guess I'll take this up top. Did not mean to hit that, but all right. Style points. Speaking of style points, downtown? That might actually line itself up. It did. From downtown, baby. I can't believe that worked. I was just wanting to get it far away from the enemies. Our card chips are gonna stack next. Hope we get the really cool ones. Yeah, the ones that save my life, please. I love how we're still getting tutorials like 12 pallets in. It's like, thanks guys. I think I know how to play the game by now. I think I'm good. Now we can do our killer whale, but also poison ink. Oh god, dude. Keep on doing this to me. Gimme. That's gonna be really good for the runners, because once I get them stuck in the ink, there's less I have to worry about. Alright, we're coming up on our best run yet again. 17 has still been our max, and that was run 1. But, oh no, not this area again. This is literally where we bought it. Like, we bought it. We bid it on run 17. Like, this is the floor. Good. We're gonna do this. Missed the bomb, unfortunately. But that pretty much knocked all the enemies away, so we're fine. Okay. Wait, really? We found out the head of the Princess Peach Showtime games is the one who made Mystical Ninja Goemon? Wow, that's a shock. That's the first game he's made since then. That's been like 20 years. Because that game was a long time ago. Wonder why it's been so long since he's worked on a thing. See, like, the more I hear about this, the more I'm actually kind of interested in this game, because it kind of looked like a nothing thing when it was first shown. But now, like, the more I'm hearing about it, the more it sounds like it has some pretty high profile names behind it. I don't know. I'm gonna still wait on reviews on that one, just to hear what everyone else is saying once it's out, because I can't get it right now, fortunately. If I have interest, I'm gonna at least try the demo at some point. At least we got a demo. Perfect spring. This looks dangerous. I don't like seeing those two towers next to each other. It's good that we got them out of here. Alright. That actually came out to be a better conclusion than I was expecting. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Having the same exact situation as me on that one. It's like right now, games are like taking a backseat for me this year. I kind of feel, because it's kind of a slower year, so I can work on just playing more of this on my backlog. I still have a massive backlog that I would love to clear at some point. But besides the point on that, but the titles this year are so spread apart. It's, I think, okay to skip some here and there. Oh, I didn't realize this one popped out already. I thought it was just the left side. You know, in some ways, I still feel like I think the best thing that released this year, and I have a bias, because especially playing it right now, but I do think it's this. Sidor, I think, has been like the best thing that's come out so far this year, in my personal opinion, because I think this is a really solid deal, 25 bucks for what you're getting. Not to mention that, you know, it's very affordable. As long as you have Splatoon 3, that's the only thing. Then it's a lot more expensive. And then it's a little bit of a harder argument at that point. I just realized I didn't paint the zone. I'm doing all this about the zone painted. Idiot. I'm so distracted by other things. Well, the enemies haven't changed, so at least I didn't have to deal with hardships yet. In times like this, I wish I had run speed. I heard, you know, speaking of how this year has kind of been, like, it's kind of been a weird one so far. But I know GDC just happened, and I heard that one kind of went interesting. Just because of, you know, the idea of our current state of affairs in the gaming industry. There was a protest right outside of it. So, needless to say, this is pretty much the state we're in this year. I think we just, as a, like a scene, things need to change from what I'm still seeing. There needs to be workforce changes still. I think that's the big concern in the releases. Yeah, only new thing you really played so far, too. Yeah, I mean, there hasn't really been much this year so far. I know the big other thing was the Mario Donkey Kong remake, but even that, honestly, it's like, from what I've heard, the game is fine, but it also is just kind of there. It's like 50 bucks for a GBA game. A lot of people are kind of arguing against, saying, it's alright, but you can probably wait. Like, that's a general consensus I keep on hearing. It's good, but maybe not $50 good. And that's a hard argument right now, and you have so much out there. Like, if you have more and more titles that make even, like, the budget games not sound like a good deal, then it's just going to be a much harder thing to compete with. This is going to be risky, but I need to do it. There we go. Perfect. The industry can't sustain its model AAA structure. At this point, definitely. People are going to be walking out here soon. Like, it's that bad. Like, devs are not happy with the current state of things. The actual, like, companies that are behind it are really the only ones that are really making out right now. Even the publishers, from what I see, are, like, hit or miss when it comes to, like, how they're financially recovering from some of this stuff, because games are getting too expensive to even publish. It's like, right now, I think it's just, like, we gotta find some kind of, like, a better middle ground. We need to start compensating our workers better, give them better working conditions. Don't put them in the sweat dungeon just to finish a game. And why are we calling things quadruple A at this point? Like, we're trying to make up more buzzwords to sell things. We're at that point in gaming where we're just trying to invent new buzzwords again. And that's not working either. So, yeah, needless to say, current state of gaming, I'm just not happy with, personally, myself. And I also hate, as, like, someone who's, like, more into PC gaming over the past few years, I hate the state of PC gaming right now, too. It's just so bad. It's like almost every single game runs like total garbage now. That's AAA. Because everyone has to rely on the upscaling technology just to get the game to run. It's so bad. If you turn the stuff off, you get like 2 frames. If you have the stuff on, you get 20. It's like games are so poorly optimized because they're rushed out. And things are not getting the proper QA they deserve. Because there's so many things that get, you know, thrown together so fast. We are starting to see the cracks more and more in a lot of different projects. And it's getting embarrassing now for the companies. So much so that, you know, devs themselves have come out and mocked the companies for what happened. Because of just how bad things are. or in fact, you know, threw him on the bus. So it's to a point where I think it's like everyone's kind of tired of it, and there needs to be change. Dang, I was not expecting us to have a conversation like that to get through the rolling guy again. Honestly, that was probably the best boss we could have had here next to clones. Clones would have been good, but I feel like I might have got overwhelmed. This one I was able to space out. Surprisingly, this guy is getting easier the more I play it now, because I'm getting the hang of its gimmick. Alright, ink recovery on danger. Splash radius. I'm going to start taking the safety option because we need to. This is the furthest we've gone yet. Now, mind you, this is probably our last guaranteed vending machine. Because I don't think we're going to get another one after this. If we do, we're lucky. Two of those should be good. One more. I can afford it. I can't afford anything else, though. And even if I wanted to swap curling, really? Really? No. Bomb better. Lucky chain, ink damage, poison ink. This is our best option, and it's one of our safest. That's really good. And it's a fleeing enemy one. Don't take damage on a floor like this. Doesn't feel like the end-all be-all thing. I'm gonna have to do this now. I don't want to splash down, but I'm kind of forced to. Alright, now where's the last one? There it is. Dang it. Got out of the ink way. This. I'm gonna have to just go around things here. I'm not even chasing at this point. I'm actually trying to run. Chasing just kind of happened to be in the same situation here. I thought it was gonna run towards me for a freebie there, and it kind of did. Got it. Good. And that's a pretty good bonus, too, out of it. I didn't get the max, but I got a good chunk of it. To be fair, doesn't matter at this point, but it does help if we need the points for a vending machine. Speaking of which, oh god, dude, are you serious? You want to just punch me now while you're at it? No. Or vending machine. Even if there's nothing here we buy, I'm taking the safety. Firing speed, there you go. And I might as well do this too. I can't afford anything else, I might as well spend it on something useful. Like, I'm not going for Toxic Mist. Like, every time, if I consider upgrading my stuff, why? You give me worse options. No. Turf Lucky Chain can do again, but I'd rather do Splash Ink Recovery. And it's a tower mission. One of our better options the higher up we go. I think we got this like once, maybe twice. We haven't done this one much, tower control-wise. Oh, tower mode-wise, sorry. My brain keeps on thinking of multiplayer modes, how dare I? Give me that safety armor piece. That's why we got the armor. I'm in pinch state. Pinch state. I only just realized it when bombs were surrounding me. All right, that's our furthest, but oh man, dude, I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to now. I'm gonna have to turn on some hacks because we're running out of time. As much as I want to continue doing things this way, I want to finish the pallet. And as much as I want to keep on grinding this, I don't think I have the time. Because it takes an hour to get through one of these, so I'm gonna have to start turning on hacks. Which really saddens me, because I really don't want to. But I'm gonna start turning on, like, very minor ones. Dude, why is that, like, immediately put me to 6? I guess we're not doing that. That one's the no-go. Same for that. Oh my god, all the ones I want are the problem ones, because they put me immediately to 6. Unless I just want to say screw it and just use all my hacks just to be done with it. Because honestly, that's the only other thing. Because all these are still like, no, 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 no. We're going to put you back to the bad ones. Yeah, no matter what I do. Screw it. I want to finish this tonight. We're going to turn them all back on. As much as I just want to do a hackless run, I'm not going to be able to finish it tonight. So we're going to do that at a different time. Right now, I got to prioritize finishing the pallet. Because this has been going on for too long. So we're going to prioritize pallet. I'll rush through this. It's like no time. I'll win it first try. It's literally one of those situations where as soon as I start giving myself the hacks, even if I have a limited set of things, then I'm immediately going to be in a better situation. It might have made my life easier to swap my gun stuff, but I don't think that would have changed. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Would that have really done anything? No. No, it wouldn't have. It really wouldn't have changed anything. So I'm not really biting myself for that, and I want to try it again in the same setup. 8's pallet, I think, is the best one to do the hackless run. For the concept. So, we'll do that at a different time. Alright, we'll do that. We're going easy hard mode, I guess, because I don't know what this means. It's like, only 6 pallet chips is really not going to be helpful at all. So we really got to be careful what we pick. But at the same time, easy mode has kind of been turned back on just because of what I'm doing. So like right here, you pay 100 to skip the floor. So what you're telling me is I could have finished my hackless run if I decided to actually pay. Because I would have just skipped straight to small loss. You know what? That's another self-imposed rule. If I'm going to do it, don't change out my stuff. Don't skip. Don't... I don't know. Don't live. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No, I gotta reroll. It's like, if you want a real hard mode, you just do all of the above. You basically make it so that you can't skip floors, you can't change out your gear, you can't use hacks. That's the ultimate hard mode. So, if you do all of the above, then this becomes a real challenge. But because of this being already a gimmick hard thing on its own, I might as well just try 6. Cause see, immediately, look at what I'm doing here. I'm doing a lot more damage. I'm taking a lot of damage too, but I'm immediately healing. My hacks make this so much easier to a point where it's just kind of like you turn off your brain for the beginning. That's why I wanted to try hackless. And I still want to do hackless. Like, look, we almost died and immediately got my health back. It didn't matter. So I'm going to still do a hackless, but that's going to be a bonus incentive on this. I'm not going to be doing it tonight. I think I've tried my hardest on that. And I'm not going to bang my head against the wall anymore. I want this pallet. Yeah, honestly, if you have, like, the reset so low, you're better off just resetting the floor and getting something better than doing the skip option. As long as you get some better pallet chips, then it's worth doing it that way instead. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a hackless run at some point again, but we're not going to be doing it tonight. I just want to finish this up now. But it was good that we tried it, because now I know what to expect. And it's a lot of pain and suffering. It's honestly a lot of pain and suffering. This kind of feels like one of the best weapons to do it with. This and standard Splatter Shot, because of the range that that thing has with Trizuka. That could be another really good one. And it depends on the other weapons based on what they can get ship-wise. Because if I get that Charger run again, then that would be a good one to pick. Actually, I'm going to reset. This is not much better, but I'll take this. Because that's really useful in every floor. Yeah, the hackless might be the super boss equivalent. I think that is probably one better ways of putting it. It's a self-imposed challenge, but if you do it, it is a really hard one. Now, one nice thing, at least about the no hacking mod specifically, is that if you have it on, you get more pearls depending on how many mods you turn off, but you don't need to have them all off to get the benefit. So if you want, you can just have that ship like 99% clear, but then just keep on certain things for safety, like your lies and your damage output, stuff like that. Having a lot of the other hacks on, you don't really need. Alright, 2 more chips and then we're full. Yeah, no, this DLC is really good. Like, honestly, it has a lot more replayability than Octo Expansion has, because once you get into the flow of that and just clear it with every weapon, like play all the levels, then yeah, the only other thing you have is going back to clear with the other weapons. That's it. So it doesn't feel like it has as much going for it compared to this. I think there's still a little more to do in that, but at the same time, this is probably the better replayability one. It just depends if you like roguelikes or not, if you're gonna really enjoy this. I've heard some people say they hate it because of that alone, which is very fair. Dude, I only have 2 slots. I gotta make this count. Is Killer Whale worth it? No, it's not. Rush Attack, definitely not. That's almost the same exact setup as last time, too. I'm not going to change out 8's palette, though. I'm still keeping that the same. And our incredible performance from what? Going to the grocery store? We didn't do anything but buy chips. I do love the flavor text, though, in between certain floors like this. This is one of my favorite parts of the DLC. I always like to hear more of the flavor text the characters have. That is always one of my favorite parts. Alright, and this is our last thing. I'm decked out. This feels a pretty, like, well-balanced set of chips. I'm mainly just doing what I would do for, like, the multiplayer and just kind of focusing on getting subs of, like, this or that, depending on my weapon. So in this case, I'm focused on movement with some ink recovery so I can keep on moving forward. And having a little bit of like shot spread kind of helps on painting the floor. Get out of situations a little bit faster. So this is kind of like a very balanced chipset. And now we got nothing but pearls. And it's only 100 to skip a floor, so if I just want to start skipping to get to the end, it's not going to cost that much later on. So now I'm just playing based on how many pearls do I want. See, this is why I'm like, if we get closer to the 11 o'clock hour, that's when I'm going to start considering just going through with hacks. Because it takes about an hour for a full run. So, kind of have to take the L at some point. There we go. Good. I also want to finish this when I can, because I do actually have to edit a video for tomorrow. Because I'm putting out that challenge that we have from Tuesday tomorrow, and it specifically has to go out tomorrow as it announces the live stream. That's happening on Saturday, so it kind of needs to be done. I'm busy with other projects today. I couldn't get to that. So, it's fun. Yeah, late night, as always. Like, I've learned that I should not go past a certain hour when I stream if I don't want to have too much work, because finishing at midnight, well, technically 12:20, close to 12:30, on Tuesday, I didn't finish working on all the after stream stuff until like 2 a.m. or like 1:30, something like that. It was kind of late, but that's what it takes at that point. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes to get the actual VOD finished up. And that was a 2-for-1 special because I split it into 2 videos. And I had to upload one of them twice because YouTube glitched. Thanks, YouTube. I haven't had that in months to happen. Like, I don't know why sometimes you just upload a video, it'll just get stuck in processing. It processed in HD, but this VOD didn't process in standard def for whatever reason. I don't know why. That makes no sense. And because of that, I couldn't add an end slate. So the video was never properly finished. Like, fun. I love it when the site bugs out. From down under. That was a far one. Why did I say down under? That would mean I'm coming from down below, flying up. Just said from up above, idiot. Not thinking right now. Starting to get a little bit of a headache too from all the close heart attack moments we've had all night. Serious fight, it's just the rotator. Not that bad. I've already had an easy time against this on floor 10. That's why we wanted to get that squid roll. Because that power is really good for clearing out the enemies fast. There's the head. There it is. There we go. Good. It's really helpful to know you can just take out very specific parts of that body to get through that fight safer. Because that alone changes that fight quite a lot. Alright, vending machine time. Let's go. Because I can't do anything else here. And it might just now be better, because of how early on we are, to start using the vending machines to buy pearls. It's like early on when we got in this situation with the Splatling, it didn't matter as much because I was focused more on just trying to get to the end. But now, this makes more sense. And I'm just buying pearls. I'm not changing my kit, as I said before. So we're just keep on refreshing for that. It's gonna cost too much because it's 500. I'll be down like 250, something like that. At this point, we're just speedrunning to the top. Small Lusk will be very pleasantly surprised to see us back again. He's very changed his tune. Like, that guy is starting to, I guess, come to terms with what's going on and not care as much. In some ways, I think he kind of wants to be stopped. That's what it feels like the more the story went on. Also, in terms of story, what story? Like, I think that's the weakest part of this. But to be fair, most Splatoon stories are kind of the weakest part of the single player. Because there's barely any story here. Like, every game has had that problem. Like, you're not playing these kind of games for story. Let's not kid ourselves. Alright, we're done. You keep buying them, the vending machine, you get 6 pallets full. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is one of the better ways of doing that. I guess it depends. If you're really good on doing it hackless, then that is the better way, probably because of the payouts. But otherwise, as long as you have a lot of membucks saved up from these runs and vending machines, yeah. It's just there's only so much you can do when you're resetting the vending machine, because that's your best practice. Just reset and buy more. So I guess it just depends, I guess, on your skill level. For most people, this is probably it. Just keep on doing a run on 8's pallet, and then just keep it full at 6. Alright, just this guy, and then all the enemies are killed. Like, even when we were doing this hackless, this seemed to be one of the easier floors when it was in Splat Zones. I don't know, just something about how the enemies are spaced out. It's just easier to bait them back and forth. That's another thing. If you want an easier time in this game, learn how the enemy AI works. Once you start understanding it, then the enemy AI starts to become very manipulative. So you can understand their patterns. Now you can use that to your advantage and have them go here or there in the said level, away from the objective. You can just essentially put them where you want them. Ape is below me, so I'm gonna have to just nudge this. Then put him over here, and the enemy shouldn't be a problem. See, this is what I'm talking about. Know where to bait the enemies, and now that leaves the objective completely open. So you don't have to worry about problems. And that's good for 8-ball and for Splat Zones, especially Splat Zones. Alright, another vending machine. Those are both easy floors too, so wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, no, the O.S.C. in this is really good. Like, I've been listening on loop to, like, the rematch final boss music. It's so good. Like, I can't help, I just keep on playing the same song. It's such a good thing. Like, That's, in general, Splatoon music never ceases to disappoint. It's always some really high-energy bangers. I can't think of, like, a single song from the series I absolutely hate. It's like, there's songs I don't care for as much, but most, if not all the songs, I just really enjoy a lot of elements about them. So, like, these guys, the composers for the Splatoon series, have always given me some good stuff. And now that all the single-player stuff's out, I gotta download the stuff for Octo... I almost called this Octo Fan. Gotta download the stuff now for Side Order. And have that available. But I'd love to not listen to music by just streaming it via YouTube on my phone, because I don't have YouTube Premium, so I gotta leave the phone screen on, and that's not great for an OLED after a while. I don't want to cause burn-in. Just I'm listening to YouTube music. Nope, music on YouTube, not YouTube music specifically. I don't do that. Again, no premium. I've debated that at some point, maybe subscribing to it, but it's just a little too expensive for what I would need. I mainly would want it for no ads and off-screen play of music, and I think, like, what is it, $12 a month is a lot to ask for. Like, I've debated buying Twitch Turbo with how bad the ads are on Twitch, because that makes a lot more sense. It's like $8 a month or something like that. Like, let me check, just to confirm. You're still better off, like, subscribing to channels if you just are gonna subscribe, like, 1, maybe 2, to get the ads away, and also that way you're actually supporting the creator you're watching. But if you're watching so many different creators, then you're better off buying Twitch Turbo to get rid of ads. I really don't like what this is. Like, if this was a hackless run, I think I'd be dead by now. Like, that was a mess, man. Alright, let me see. I have the thing here. Oh, no, never mind. No, this is why I haven't done it. You're better off subscribing if you're only doing, like, 2 channel subscriptions, because Twitch Turbo now is, like, $11.99 a month. When we're talking about, like, all these prices I'm talking about, North American prices for international viewers. So, it's not worth it, for the most part, if you're not subscribing to that many channels. But if you are, then at that point, you're better off going Twitch Turbo, if you're just doing that for ad sake alone. If it's anything past 2 channels, because that's $5.99 for the tier 1, so that's $10 at that point, then it makes more sense. But it's like, this one I don't understand myself. I at least get the YouTube one. The YouTube pricing makes a little more sense to me because you're getting more out of it. But the Twitch one, you're getting barely anything out of that $12 a month. It's actually a bad deal when you really break it down. Especially if you have Amazon Prime, it becomes a worse deal because one of the features in Twitch Turbo you just literally already have with Amazon Prime. So at that point, you're getting even less out of your money. My favorite deal. Spend more for less. Because for someone like myself, I do have a Prime account, and it's linked. So I get less benefits if I buy a Twitch Turbo. Because one of the benefits is just to keep your VODs for 60 days if you don't highlight them or, you know, upload them yourself to a different platform. At that point, just upload your VODs to YouTube. YouTube's a much better platform for videos anyways. I hate the Twitch player. If it's not live streaming, I will never use a Twitch player to watch back video. Like, it's just that unreliable. Yeah, I'm gonna try the skip option because this floor kind of sucks. And there we are. We're at the boss, which we can't skip. You gotta love this. Oh, they destroyed my fists. You gotta love this one. Part 2. It's the same weapon. I hit the brother with that tactic twice. You'd think they would learn. But no, they don't. Also, looks like this this patch fixed one of the bugs that was introduced in this season, because apparently a lot of people with the X ranks that were supposed to get badges didn't get their badges. Because you gotta love when they break something internally, because I forgot something in the code or missed something. Fun. I understand why stuff like this goes behind, like it just gets missed. I understand it. There's a lot you have to be concerned about coding a game this big. There's just a lot of things that can easily go under the radar. And honestly, that's not as big of a deal as the Big Run Trophy problem they had back in Chill Season December. That was a way worse bug. That alone caused a lot of people to get the wrong thing after working their hearts out for a whole weekend. This, you work your heart out for a whole 3-month span, and you just get the wrong badge. It sucks, and you're still peeved, but you're looking more for that high score in X rank, not necessarily the badge you get out of X rank. Because that's really just a thing you put on your splash tag to show off. That's it. But if you don't do that, who cares? But there's a lot of stuff like that I've noticed these past few months especially that keep on happening in this game. Like, it's starting to feel like there's a lot more errors that keep on happening that I feel like probably shouldn't happen. And it's hard to say it's because maybe the development cycle in this now with a 3-month update span is starting to cause problems internally, or if it's just maybe incompetence. It's hard to say. But there's been so many errors. Don't get me started on the social media. the people they have running Splatoon NA Twitter account don't know what they're doing. It feels like half the time because they keep on making errors. Like, that one's just known for errors. We laugh at them for a reason. Like, every time you turn around, they tweet the wrong thing. Also, whoever did the music for the YouTube uploads screwed up too this week. Someone uploaded the new Splatfest song as Color Pulse. It's like, oops. So it was labeled wrong. We got a sneak peek 24 hours before we were supposed to. They weren't supposed to release the song yet, and they did by accident. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens on that side. That, I don't know what happens. But it definitely feels like the people running, like, the socials for Splatoon don't really have, like, the best job because they keep on loving it. Also, screw this one. Don't use your main weapon. You can't tell me what to do. This one sucks. I'm using my main gun. Like, there's no way I'm killing those things with bombs. That's just not happening. Maybe a burst, but not a splat bomb. I'm working up until I get to my last vending machine that we have guaranteed for points. So I might as well try the danger. This is probably famous last words, by the way. Because honestly, if I die here, this is my own fault. So I have no one to blame but myself. But it is a encoded one. Okay, that's not terrible. It's this one, though. Oh, boy. This one's interesting. With my weapon set, this is the problem. Alright, I know that the sprinklers are coming over. There's more of them. I just gotta keep an eye on things here. Do this to get rid of the enemies. Another checkpoint. I think those are sprinkler guys. Yep, gotta go. Okay, they take it over a little bit. I missed. Dude, I can't get up. There we go. Go on the other side. I regret jumping down here. I'm getting out. Dude, they almost knocked me off. I gotta do this. I gotta get rid of these bomb guys. I'm hearing them constantly cause problems. Alright, they took the other zone. At this point, I don't care about the splat zones, as I had to clear out those enemies. Now I'll focus on the zones. Dude, the moment I got it, I could see those guys over here on my other side. That's so annoying on the timing. Alright, I got it at this point. I'm just gonna chill up here, because then the enemies get very confused. Oh, of course. More sprinklers. Of course. That didn't clear it. Are you kidding me? It's literally 2 ticks away. Clear it out. Thank you. God, seriously, this one sucks when you don't have long range. Like, my best range was my bomb. You need range on that map if you're doing it on zones. Otherwise, it's bad. I shouldn't have done that, but now I can buy all the pearls for days. I wonder how many upgrades I'll buy at the end of this for my hacks, because we're gonna have about 500-ish pearls probably by the time we're done here. 439. Yeah, we're getting really close to that 500 mark. And when we're done with the run, we're probably getting our 300-ish on average. Yeah, I know, you record all my runs. Yeah. Yo! Hang on. Yo, same. And it's filling my hard drive. Like, ridiculous amounts. Just to show it. Oh god, I have to hurry up. I'm just gonna do this. You see how much? I don't want to show too much. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Both these emails are safe. Yeah, raw recording is at 39 gigs. Guess where the stream's being recorded? I need to finish this fast. I need to, like, I'm working on trying to migrate the stuff off of this drive to a different one. I'm just afraid of putting it on my other drive. After, you know, the last time I tried to put stuff in my 8TB drive, my 8TB drive died. So I'm afraid of doing that again. So I've been using Old Faithful. That drive's been running for like 5 years. And it hasn't failed. The worst thing it has is that drive gets really hot. Like, it's probably close to 50°C right now. That's the one thing I don't like about it. It gets really warm. And it's right next to a fan. If that thing didn't have any airflow, I think it would catch on fire. That's how hot it gets. It's really bad. In an ideal world, I would love to just have... Not death. In an ideal world, I would love to just have... like, 2 hard drives in this computer, and that's it. And they'd be both large capacity just for storing these files, but... I don't have that anymore. I used to, but one of them died and I can't afford to replace it. And I want to just get rid of the other hard drives in the system with some SSDs, but I can't even afford that because they skyrocketed in price. Just a 1TB I was looking at the other day, just like that alone went up like 30%. That's a lot of money. Like, you break that down, that's like an extra 25, 30 bucks. Storage prices right now, if I'm not talking about a spinning disk, are way too expensive. Just because of shortages again. I just hope one day things are affordable again. It's like, this year has been the you can't afford anything year. And it's only March. Alright, if I want to just take a safety, I can just skip for the rest of this. I'm going to try not to, just because there's no reason I need to skip. These floors are simple enough, I can take them on. But if they're really bad floors, then I can start skipping. Because at this point, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to probably get any more vending machines, so it probably doesn't matter on vending machine stuff now. And at most, I'll get like 2 pearl purchases, and that's it. Now, if I go over here, it should be good. Perfect. Not the best set of floors. We'll work with it. Oh, I thought I had my special. Now I do. There we go. Perfect. Just rush it. Alright, one more floor. None of these are great, but I'm gonna just stick it out. There's no reason to reset. I'll just do a portal. Fortunately, they all big portal ones, though. It'll take a while to destroy these things. I can't even get to that portal. It's too congested. There we go. Probably should have just kept on shooting instead of the bomb thing, but that's fine. Alright, what do you say we finish this up for good? My hard drive would definitely appreciate it. After being 40 gigs, it's probably now closer to like 30. Oh yeah, it's at 34, I'm not wrong. I gotta speedrun this. Thankfully, if I'm on a floor like this, it's a rest period for the encoder, so I get more hard drive space. 8 Burrow Act, I owe you all so much. Let's save it for the win. First, we gotta reconfigure 8's palette. It's go time, 8. It's time for the final fight. Small Lusk, round 12. But it's the final round. Now we get to see how he reacts to the final palette. And West, you finally brought me that palette! We're gonna reconfigure 8's palette, and there's nothing you can do about it. For that palette, it'll be over. I gotta try real hard this time. 8, take that palette of yours and come at me with everything you have. Please. We're gonna settle this whole thing for good. The last order. Let's do it. Wish we got here without hacks, but we'll take what we can at this point. This one's gonna be our hardest version, I would say, because we don't have many upgrades. We're gonna be playing this a lot more strategically than normal. Okay, that does a lot of damage. So keep that in mind. We're getting our splashdown. It's so funny how this is like a nothing upgrade normally, how decked out we are, but right now the squid roll is coming in clutch. Paint up the floor at this point, work on the special. Don't like this. gonna go this way. That's why we did the armor recovery thing. That hack came in clutch. Alright, from up above. Oh god, your reef sliders are a problem. Yep, I had a feeling. The reef sliders, man. It's because of that alone, my armor got instantly shredded. And there was an armor next to me too. That's an insult to injury. I could have grabbed that to get my health back, but I couldn't even get to it. That's why we have the lives. And I should have enough membucks saved up where if we do fail, I have a continue on standby. So there shouldn't be any reason why we fail this. We have all the safety protocols here in play. I seriously do not like this attack. This is his worst attack. Stingray is just terrible. It doesn't matter what mode we're talking about, what game, it sucks no matter where you're at. There's the armor. Definitely want that. This thing is just running around the map. Oh, I might actually lose the armor. No, I didn't. Okay. Now I did, though. Dude, I can't bomb this thing. Okay, I can deal with Stingray now. Because there's not nearly as much going on. And this is a freebie attack now. They just let me pelt him. Did I seriously kill him with the squid roll? I didn't even shoot him. I just afflict him. All right, well, there you go. The final fight is now cleared. And that should do it. Congrats, 8. You finally reconfigured your palette. Bet you'll breathe easier now. So that's it, huh? You meanies beat... I mean, you folks beat me fair and square. You know, it's gonna be real when even Smolusk is throwing in the towel. The Memverse is gonna be a place to save Octolings, just like Marina wanted. So much for the dreams of everyone who wanted a place for order. But hey, sticking around as the big boss of the Spire won't be so bad. Aw, Smolusk. I always got a little thrill when you come up here again and again. I hope your lives go good in the real world, please. And, if you want to make me smile sometimes, come back to play with me. Ah, yeah, he just got content. He's happy with the role now. At this point, Smolusk is just kind of there as the boss, and he's fine with that. Well, there you go. A very nothing palette, because you only have the 6 slots. But I think that was worth the trade-off, because we just need a run done. Because at the rate we were going, if we continue hackless, we would still be going at it now. Man, we got like no pearls though. 98 is nothing. But to be fair, it's because our palette had next to nothing in it. The more chips we have, the more pearls we'll get, but we had like no chips. So, that's it. Now I got Marina's Dev Diary. Okay. Octo Shot Replica. A new title, Reminiscent Meditator. And that's it. We'll all reconfigure the palettes. This really does wrap everything up. Way to go, 8. The real world's got nothing to worry about, but maybe we should go say hi to Smolusk now and again. Definitely. Because I'm definitely going to do more runs. Hey, I finally got my last lucky thing. What was it? I don't even remember. Disc Peace Drop? That was the one I was missing? I thought I grabbed that at some point. Every time it showed up, I just said, nah, man, that sucks. I can't believe that. Every single time. That's shocking. Hey, is that all the enemies? I think it might be all the enemies because of how many times I banged my head against the wall. So I got all the titles. Yeah. That's that. Neat. Now for this dev diary thing. Oh, there's 3 new entries, but it's different looking. It's not hers. It's Act. How the heck did she get it? Like, how did they get into Marina's diary, huh? Act's a hacker too. Hey Marina, I found these old photos. Thought you'd get a kick out of them. You were so talented and hardworking in those days. Me, I was always slacking off and cutting class. I gotta know the inside of the instructor's office pretty well. Every lecture was the same. You should have been diligent and dedicated like a true Octoling. I heard it so many times that it turned into white noise. Wonder how she's doing now. Oh, and that's their class. So that's their fellow classmates, which everyone looks the same except Marina, because Marina's like the only true Octarian warrior we really knew back then. Everyone else is generic grunt, because they're just standard enemies from the Splatoon lore. Alright, next one here from Act. Hey Marina, I think this is the only photo of the 2 of us together. You were recruited from an elite position in an Octavia unit after this was taken, right? I think I remember hearing that. I ended up handling security behind the scenes. Could have been worse. Going to the front lines was too much like work. Guess I never returned the records I borrowed from you. But then, you still got the ones I lent you, so it all balances out. Looking at this, I still remember wondering if we weren't going to get in trouble, hanging out with a slacker like me. So imagine my surprise to find out you've been cooking up some sick tracks. Turns out even an elite knew her way around some decks. Oh, that's a nice photo of them, actually. It shows that they're happy together in a lot of ways, but also just comfy, too. Also, Acro, it's the same old expression as they have now, just no expression. Not surprised. And last one here from Act. Hey Marina, you can guess the chaos your desertion caused. I ended up without much to do except making music. You remember that club way down the lowest level of the base? I DJ'd there for a long time, since I knew it was the one place where the brass wouldn't be caught dead. As time went on, I got more and more into it, to the point where music was all I thought about. Honestly, that whole period of my life is kind of a haze. But thanks to getting sucked into the world of Order, I caught up with you again. So maybe it wasn't such a bad thing. After all, I found my way to the surface. I'm back to making my kind of music. Here we go again, right? If you're ever up for it, we should jam. P.S. Consider me an Off the Hook fan. I found a record I think Per would like, so I'll send it over later. Give my best to 8. And there they are. This must have been a different time when they were, like, a part of the Octarian army, because notice that Act's skin isn't green. It's like a more humanoid looking skin, like a nice, like a white look in this shot specifically. So what happened that changed their skin green? That's something I want to know. Now we got our last set of stickers here for the dev diary. And before we go back, oh, yeah, Cypher thing. Yeah, okay. I know. I just can't really afford much, probably. Oh, we got a lot more things now that I probably cleared all the pallets. They're all still very expensive, though. I can afford some, not all. A lot of cool looking stickers, though. Like, nice 8-bit renditions. And then the rest of the banners here, all very expensive. And the gear, of course, is 333, and the Pearl Plush is 888. That also makes sense. That's the most expensive thing here. But now I can get everything. And what's my final palette say here for my entry from Smollusk? Oh, hi, 8! Can you tell I'm behaving myself and still doing a good job as a boss of the Spire? I have all the gelatins here with me, so it doesn't get too lonely. But I still want you, and Pearl, and Moena, and Act to come play sometimes. You always have a friend in Smollusk. Dude, what a, like, tone shift. This dude went from hating everyone and trying to make his own world of order to just actually being friendly. What a tone shift. Well, now with that done, there's only one more thing left to do. Let's go back and get our final weapon, which I don't know if I can do right now because of the maintenance problem. The game's been done with maintenance for a while, but I might have to update my game. If I have to update my game, we're gonna have a little bit of a detour. But hey, I got a new badge. Clear the Spire order of every pallet. So that's how you get the Pearl Drone one. Okay. Alright, let's see if we get locked out, because I'm not online right now. And that's because of the update. So I'm probably gonna get locked out until I update my game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This won't take like any time at all. Those will take like a minute, if that. But I had a feeling. I wasn't going to update my game until I finished the run, because why? Unless I had to get up and take a break or something. Then there was no point. But, yeah, no, we're done. That's it. At this point, all that's left in side order now is just to play it out at this point, going forward to get more pearls, which will lead to more unlockables for multiplayer. I don't know why it says it's going to take 8 minutes. That's a little obscene. But sure. But, yeah, no, there's nothing left now, so this is it. This is the actual finale for, like, the first playthrough. We are done. And honestly, I'm going to just say, you don't need to beat this with every pallet if you just want to see the story. You get more flavor text the more pallets you clear, as we saw, but if you just want the main story, this is a very short DLC, as you can beat it as long as you don't fail your run. The first attempt, about 2 hours. It's about a 2-hour DLC if you're just any percent running it, you know, just trying to get to the ending. But when you're doing everything, it added up. And there's still more to do because of all the repeat playthroughs. So I'll probably still be playing a lot more of this, but most of it now is going to be on my own. I'll probably end up doing some hackless stuff, but I might want to try that at some point here in the future, do like an actual like hackless run on a stream. I don't know if I'm going to do it right away, only because we've been playing so much of this, both in terms of the side order DLC, but just Splatoon 3 in general on the channel. I might want to take a break from it for now so we can have some variety. I have some other projects I wanted to start, and now with things clearing up, being done with the Wii U revisits, and also having this done, now I'll start to be able to start some of those projects again that I want. So, like I said, I'll probably return to this for like a hackless stream at some point. But this was fun. Hopefully people enjoyed watching at home. It was definitely an experience that I really haven't had in a while. Like, I haven't played a roguelike in a few years. They're always fun. It's just a game that I'm always like, I'll play for a bit and I'll put it down because I kind of get the feel of it. And I kind of felt like that after a while here. Like, I was going to play some of this after streams on my own time, but then I realized, I don't really feel like I need to. Like, I kind of feel like I got my fill after playing it like that one day of the week. Rather like play these other things. So it's one I feel like has a lot of replayability, but also at least in how my mindset is. I play it for a bit, then I want to take a break, and I'll come back. That's just how I am with roguelikes in general. But let me see if I can check the thing for the final palette. I don't think I can because we couldn't connect online, which means I couldn't sync the data to the phone app. So, yeah, no, it's still saying 8's palette has not been cleared, so I have to get in the terminal to show this. So I gotta wait until this obviously is done updating, which is taking way longer. To be fair, there's a couple songs in the update, and I think also now the Pearl Marina models getting like their animations they need for the actual lobby. So that's probably why this is a meatier update than I expected. But yeah, no, this is going to pretty much be it for tonight after we check all this stuff. I'll pop back into the order sphere real quick afterwards just to see what maybe we can like update on some fronts, like my upgrades. Probably not going to buy anything from the shop because I'm going to focus on grinding out the pearls for right now. Get all the upgrades first and then I'll get the stuff for the shop. It's going to take a while, but it'll be probably good to focus more on the gear first, I feel. It's going to be expensive. Like, what is it? 333 times 3 and then 888. Like, that's a lot. In total, that is 1,887 pearls you need just for the gear. And people say that Salmon Run's too grindy when it comes to the rewards. It's like, yeah, it is, but so is this mode. I think a lot of people forgot about that. A lot of people, I heard one of the major complaints is that side order is a little too grindy when it comes to getting all the rewards. And I'm just sitting here, it's like, have you gone to Grisco Industries today? The cap of Legends was like 30 gold. That took months for me to get. Because it's a 1% chance to get a gold every time. It's so low. And then there are other things that cost 333 gold and up. It's like, you have not been to Grisco's if you think side order's grindy. That is way worse. I hate how grindy it is over there. It's too much, I feel, for a lot of stuff. I'll probably never get everything from that shop because it's just too much. It's literally too much to grind. Alright, but this is basically done, so we'll finally be able to pop into the multiplayer mode here just to get our rewards. Because the only way you get that stuff is to connect online, which even includes that phone app, as we just mentioned. That kind of sucks. They have to pop online to get the stuff to sync to the phone. I understand why they do it, so you can't complain too much. It just kind of sucks when this kind of stuff happens. Because then you can't see your single-player progress. I feel like they handled it a little bit better with the other single-player functionality on the app compared to how the side order one is. At least in terms of actually updating correctly. Alright, so we're gonna get a little bit of spiel in the beginning here. It's like, hey, listen up, going down, news, blah, 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 blah. Hey, by the way, did you know there's an update? Blah, 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 blah. Let me get the skip. Nothing else is really here on the news. Just gotta sit past this first line. Hey, it's an update. What do we fix? Not much. This is literally more of a hotfix update to add the stuff for the actual music for the Splatfest. Everything else? Yeah, they didn't touch. Balancing-wise, nothing changed. Alright, so let's get our final weapon here. There's our said tags first. And now we get ourselves the gun. Oh, and here's more tags. Why did we get the other tag, and then the gun, and then more tags? That feels kind of a weird order. But alright. And then there's all the stickers I can put in the locker. And that's it. Alright, so for the final thing, our final weapon is the Octo Shot replica, which is based off Tenetech Splat Shot, excuse me. So it has a Splat Bomb, triple ink strike. This is still like one of the best guns in this game right now. Like, this is still really high up there in terms of like its usage. Both in terms of like competitive scene, even like casual scene, you see this all the time. So, solid weapon overall. And now I'm glad I have every single Order replica weapon. At this point, now I got the whole set, which also means when you think about it, one, two, three splatter shots. I have 3 of the same gun now. Because 3 of them are the same weapon but with different skins. It's kind of funny how we have 3 different weapons that are the exact same. And then 2 technically from like a lot of other fronts. It's just, it's a little much now we have 3 of one gun. But of course, you have to stick with the 3 mentality in this game. Alright, so let's pop back in. Now that we synced our data, now we'll be able to look at our final wallpaper we get from clearing out side order here. Because we get it per pallet, so this is our last pallet. So let me put this down. I'm going to look at this first. So now if I refresh, it should show up. Yeah, and there's also a completion bonus. So, first things first, for getting 8's pallet here, we get this picture, which looks like all of the order weapons. But we also get ourselves this up here. For completing all the pallets, we get a special reward, which is another image. This one's the promotional image they use for side order. And this one's big, too. So here's all the weapons. I actually really like how this one looks. Like, low-key, I really wouldn't mind using this as a wallpaper. This is pretty cool. And then here it is in a wider shot if I do the thing that breaks the layout. Zooming in more. It looks nice to see all the weapons stacked like this. It's really cool. And then for the other image, this is what we have. It is the side order promotion art. So we see Agent 8, see Act, we got the Pearl Drone, Pearl Marine up top. A lot of the different bosses here with the enemies. It's a cool image. And then obviously we have the wider version when, you know, you get the 4x3 version. And you can see color chips in the background too. I just noticed that detail in the wider version. So, it's a good set of wallpapers you get. It's a nice reward for clearing out everything. Now, mind you, if you don't care about this stuff from the app, Google.com, and then you get all this for free. Because you know someone's got it out there somewhere. So, that's it. That's everything. At this point, I'm going to focus all my efforts to probably just put things into my hacks. And that's basically it. Because at this point now, I'm mainly just playing this to grind it out to get more stuff. And in some ways, I think it's a 50-50. Either you're best off going through the 8 palette and just putting all your money into pearls from the shops and just getting it from the actual runs. Or now also doing the other runs at this point with, like, no hacks. But now it doesn't matter what palette we pick. We can literally use anything. And I'm curious, does that hack... I think that skip floor thing is on 8 exclusive. Because we never saw it with any of the other hacks. Or not any other hacks. Any of their weapons, excuse me. That has to be an 8 exclusive thing. And sure enough. Fastest run in history, baby. We didn't even get off the elevator. So, we'll put our remaining med bucks. Unfortunately, we drained that. We just put it into nothing at that point because we didn't do anything. But that's fine. I just wanted to see something. The skip floor isn't an 8 palette exclusive, which I'm not surprised. With the gimmick of this being limiting down the color chips, you kind of need to have something to make it a little bit easier on the player. So having the skip floor option, I think, was a good compromise. But yeah, that's gonna do it. It was a lot of fun to play through all this. It was a lot longer than I was expecting based on how it was going at first, because when I saw the credits literally stream too, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's it. I guess we're done. But that's only if you just wanted to do one run. If you only wanted to get that one run for credits, then it's pretty short, as I've said before. And to be fair, that's all you really need to do if you want most of the unlocks from this, because you get... The shop opened up, so you can get the the multiplayer items, I should say. You get access to one of your guns that you can use in multiplayer, so at least you get one of them. You get the Ingopolis Square. And from here, things become easier and easier, so you'll be able to get more stuff over time just by playing more of the DLC. So I think they handled this in a very smart way, I feel. I liked how they structured this. It was really, really interesting to see them go this kind of route. And now, seeing it this way, gameplay-wise, I feel like Splatoon 4, wouldn't be surprised if that had, like, a roguelike or its own single player. They tend to do that, like... I'm gonna put this down, so it's gonna be another, like, zoom effect. They tend to do that a lot, I noticed, with the DLC. Where they're like, that's how, like, well, single player, I should say. They structure things based on how the last game's single player went. So, Splatoon 1 single player was used as a basis for Splatoon 2's main single player. Then Octo expansion came out, which was a radically different thing. Then they based single player for Splatoon 3 on Octo expansion. So if that trend continues, now with Side Order being a thing as the last single player adventure, they could use this as the baseline for making a new single player mode in a new game. I wouldn't mind a new take on this. Give us a little more to do. Maybe more weapons, because the problem on this, I do feel, is that there's only 12 pallets. There's way more than 12 guns in Splatoon. There's over 100 different weapons when you consider all the different kits in the game, but when you don't consider that, there are still, like, what? Close to 50 main weapons, something like that. There's a lot of weapons, maybe more. So they could have easily done more than 12 weapons if they want to really flesh this out. So I feel like a main focus single player of this kind of structure, we could see like 24 weapons maybe. That's kind of like my hopes if they do this again for like another game. Well, that's pretty much my final thoughts. Fun, interesting kind of thing, worth the 25 bucks, especially now, the DLC pack. And I'll probably end up playing more of this on my own, but we'll revisit this probably at some point in the future for like a hackless run. Try that again, because we got pretty close. We did actually climb up near the top of the tower hackless, but It takes a lot of persistence. It really does. And it also really depends on your luck, because I was having some pretty bad luck on some of those runs, which is why they ended early. So, I feel like I'll get one of those eventually. Just gotta keep on pushing. I'll probably end up doing some hackless runs on my own. Not like full hackless, maybe like pseudo hackless, take off some of the hacks. Maybe just have like the essentials on, like some of the damage things or live, stuff like that. So I'll experiment to see how this goes, but that's it, at least for this series. So thanks for people to stick around with this one. This was fun. Next week, honestly, now I could start something fresh, but I'll talk more about how that will go maybe Saturday, because this is yet another 3-stream week for me. We had that like a week before, and now we're doing it again, because this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, mark your calendars. We got a Splatfest happening. Favorite instrument? Drum, guitar, keyboard. We're going drum in this, We're going guitar in this house. We're banging on that drum with our guitar. So that's the team I'm picking. It'll be a multi-stream between here and Twitch and on YouTube. So no matter if you want to watch here on Twitch or on YouTube, whichever preference you have, we're doing both of them once again, as we now want to try and do that for events. So that's the big one, and I'll be releasing a challenge video tomorrow for Splatoon 3's latest challenge, and I will be talking about that on the YouTube side so people will actually get their heads up. That said video will go live, like the stream itself on YouTube, will go live closer to when the stream itself would actually start. So later tomorrow, I'm going to make the stream as a scheduled video, so that way people can mark that in their calendars. They can hit that bell to notify you then. I like doing that closer to when the stream starts instead of like a week before, because then that would just get buried in the feed. So that's pretty much it at that point. Other than that, I got some editing to do, so I'm going to head off for now. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you back here on Saturday for the Splatfest here in Splatoon 3. Take care and have a good night, guys.